Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. What's good with you? It's your boy JB going live here. And so you already know JB's feeling good because JB's team won today. That's right. The New England Patriots came through here for the W here in shocker fashion. I mean, we'll dive into that a little bit later on, guys. But man, JB is excited today and ready for this Sunday night football matchup here. We got the Rams, we got the Lions in this one, and so this one is going to be a really good game. I think it's going to come down to really just who's going to make the plays on those fourth and ones, those fourth and twos, who's going to make the critical stops and outsmart the other team. That's who's going to end up winning this one, but it's going to be a competitive one and a close one here. And already to get things started here, we got Old Man in the chat, and Old says, What did he say? JB said you should have switched to the Pats, and so you really should have. You really should have. You said you called them winning, the Cardinals sold. They should have won. And so, hey, we all have one or two picks like that. It's like, man, it was close. I had chose Indianapolis to win, but they found a way to lose that one. So I think we both canceled each other out with that one. RC in the building. RC says, yo, congratulations, JB. You say your Patriots got the season opening win. How about them Pats? That's right. You already know. Yes, how about them Patriots, guys? I mean, your boy was at the gym and stuff like that, getting that workout in, and I kept looking at my phone, and I was like, oh man, I was like, please hold on to this lead. Ramondre Stevenson came through. He came through. But man, oh man, JB's happy about that. And let's see, Mr. JV says, "Hi, Josh. You say the mighty jungle, the Lions leave tonight. You say you spend a lot of time on the sky using a lot of Sundays here, and so I take it you're rooting for the Lions here. Okay. Oh man, AG, what's good? What's good? AG says, "What up, JB?" And so all JB's all smiles, y'all. Y'all don't know how much that win today meant to JB. It's been a long time coming, y'all. It's been a long time coming. RC says Cardinals almost came through for you, almost. And so, absolutely. I mean, hey, they played tremendous. Like got off to a fast start there. They almost did it. But how you miss Marvin Harrison Jr. that wide open, Kyler Murray? Like, I mean, come on now. Come on, but that's different conversation there. Lewis, what's good? What's good, Lewis? I thought I was going to check in on you, Lewis, when I saw that they arrested Tyreek and stuff like that. I was like, was Lewis with him? I was like, was Lewis with him? But he says, let's go, JB. Let's go. Because I know all y'all got money like that, so y'all hang out. AJ says, saw the pass win, didn't expect that. You say your Vikings played well too. And so, absolutely, I had a feeling that I thought it was going to just be a close game, really, and stuff like that. I thought that Cincinnati would find a way towards the end, and I was concerned that we wouldn't be able to put up enough points. But I knew that defensively we'd be able to match up with them because I always say Cincinnati gets off to a slow start each and every season. It's like JB like to say, momentum is not something that automatically rolls over from each season. Momentum is something that you have to establish again and stuff like that each and every season. Some guys just do it better than others. But yeah, I saw what the Vikings did. I wish I had the Vikings defense in my fantasy league, AG. I really did. Lewis says, bear down, got that W there. I didn't get to watch too much of the Bears game there, Lewis. How did Caleb look? How did Caleb look? All right, meanwhile, for the Rams from their own 30-yard line here, Stafford in the pocket, throws it short, gets the completion, and he gets rocked. He gets rocked. That's how you started off there defensively. Wow. What a play. Yeah, but congrats on that win. Lewis understands, and hey, he's been with the Bears since day one. RC says, congratulations to the Bears special teams and defense. They got the job done. He left out a unit. Left out a unit. All right, here we go. Receiver goes in motion. Stafford throws one up there. Lots of touch on it, but it's incomplete. Incomplete. Third down coming up. 3rd and 11 here for the Rams offensively. Will they go 3 and out, or will they find a way to get a first down? RC says he's got the Rams beating the Lions 30-27. That's his score prediction right there. Bank it. Lewis says rolling with the over tonight, so he's expecting some points here. All right, bet. All right, so here we go. Shotgun here for the Rams. Again, the opening drive here. Tight end goes in motion. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. 5 seconds right now on the play clock. They're facing 3rd and 11. Got to snap this ball soon. Snaps it. Quick pass. Cooper Kupp. And Kupp going backwards. He's going to lose some yards here. So Cooper Kupp going to lose 2 yards. And the Lions defensively comes out and forces a 3 and out. How about that for the Detroit Lions? How about that? RC says Giants made Sam Darnold look like Superman. Well, figures. And so, hey, I did notice that. I did notice that. My opponent had the Vikings defense. And so I was like, dang it, like at least let the Giants get a little, something going so he doesn't do JB that bad, but dang. All right, so the punt unit getting ready to punt the ball. Punts on the way. Gets it from his own 25, makes the first guy miss. He's at the 30, stumbling forward. Gets brought down at about the 34-yard line, and that's where the Detroit Lions will take over for their first offensive possession here in the first quarter with 13:26 to go. Let's see how the Rams look offensively. And so let's see. RC says, JB, also my prediction was accurate. I told you Cowboys would grind Cleveland into sawdust. Oh, man. That is brutal. Lewis says, you like that prediction, RC? There it is. There it is. All right. So now the Lions, Jared Goff up under center, multiple tight ends, 2 receivers, 1 back in the backfield from their own 36-yard line. It's a running play up the middle. And Montgomery's going to pick up 2 yards on the play. David Montgomery, the combination of him and Jahmyr Gibbs, so vital to this offense. It's like they complement each other well. Or as he says, defenders with long blonde hair are always scary hours. Braden! Braden, what's good, man? What is good? Braden says, hey, JB, been a horrible week for you, man. Hate to hear it, man. Talk to JB, man. At least your fantasy team got to be doing better, right? Meanwhile, Amara St. Brown tripped up, picked up 4 yards on the play. 3rd down coming up. But, man, Braden, if it makes you feel any better, man, my fantasy team in my leagues, oh, man, this is the worst I've ever had. This is the worst performance I've ever gotten out of my fantasy team. Let's see. AJ says, you got Laporta in fantasy, but as a Vikings fan, you need a Lions loss. Well, he's the only person that I'm going against in my other league that I'm in. And so as long as he doesn't put up some crazy number like 30 or something like that, I should be good. Meanwhile, Jameson Williams goes in motion. Lions snap the ball. Goff, he gets sacked. So there may not be an Aaron Donald, but it doesn't matter because he got sacked by at least 2-3 guys, it looked like. But they're going to credit Byron Young for the sack. So now the Rams defense make a statement. So both defenses come out here aggressive in this one. Wow. Braden says, oh, no, it's not. Laney, what's good with you? Laney says, hey, JB, how are you doing today? Braden says, you think you're losing in 4 to 5 leagues? 4 out of 5 leagues, Braden? Oh, wow. That makes me feel a little bit better about mine. I'm up in 2 out of 3 for mine. Thanks to Devontae Adams not really doing too much. That did help. But I got to thank Tyreek. I got to thank Tyreek Hill in my other league. Tyreek Hill and who was the other one that really stepped up for me? Was it Travis Etienne? Was the other one? I think it was Travis Etienne as well. It might not have been Travis Etienne, but I got to check it real quick. But I had 2 guys that really carried my team today and brought us back. Oh, I'm sorry. Joe Mixon. That's right. Joe Mixon was also the other one that carried my fantasy team back. Those 2 did a nice 1-2 combo that really helped JB out in fantasy football. But, man, that's tough, Braden. Just remember, it's just 1 week. RC says some wants you to trade Tyler Hawkinson, JB. And so someone wants to make a trade with you. In my league, And again, right now, currently here at the commercial, both teams came out here. Both defenses got the stop. So now let's see what transpires here. But right now we're at the commercial, which means it's the perfect time here that if you haven't pressed that like button already, now's the perfect time to go ahead and press that like button. And also, if you're someone new, let us know that you're new and stuff like that. And also who your favorite teams are. Let JB know. And feel free to subscribe to the channel as well, because this is what we do. This is what we do. Let's see. Braden says my pick'em is doing pretty good though, and so hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. At least that's something to look forward to, right? But JB, not gonna lie, JB was very frustrated with his fantasy team, so JB went to the gym. I said I'm just gonna step away. I'm just gonna go to the gym and stuff like that. Cause my fantasy team, I was really frustrated because I do not like losing to this one person and stuff like that in my league, and so yeah, so I went to the gym. It worked out though, because hey, my team won. That made JB happy. So, oh man. But guys, what do you guys think about Joe Burrow and the Bengals right now? Laney says you're good. And so that's wonderful. That's wonderful. And so JB is good as well. And so I just wish that I wish tomorrow was like some type of holiday or something. That would make JB feel even better. But JB's feeling good. Braden says, how about the Patriots though? And so Braden. I mean, oh my goodness. Christian Gonzalez, the man, I know he only played 5 NFL games, but the games he has played, the guys that he has shut down and stuff like that, whether it was A.J. Brown or in Devontae Smith and stuff like that, whoever lines up against him, he shuts them down. And he did a number on Jamar Chase and stuff like that. Jamar Chase, 3 catches for 14 yards. Don't overlook that fact. My man locked him down and stuff like that. 3 catches, 14 yards. I know there was a lot of angry fantasy football owners out there today and stuff like that. I know that. But aside from that, Ramondre Stevenson carrying the load and stuff like that. I was just so proud. I was just so proud. Jacoby Brissett, no turnovers. That was so huge because Mac Jones would have turned the ball over about 3 times. But the fact that Jacoby Brissett did not turn the ball over, that in itself was an improvement there. So JB's happy. The pass rush, they were very effective. Meanwhile, tight pass there on the sideline there to Cooper Kupp. And so Cooper Kupp putting in work. So yes, Braden, JB is happy. And it was just one of those things where I did not allow myself to believe it was going to happen until it was actually finalized and stuff like that. But you guys have heard JB say it many times before. The Bengals are a team that starts off slow offensively. Meanwhile, Cooper Kupp taking it all the way to about the 26-yard line. Another first down, picked up about 11 yards on the play. So Cooper Kupp getting active here. So if you're a fantasy football owner and you drafted Nakua here, I hope you take into consideration that Cooper Kupp, Cooper Kupp is here too. He said the Bengals always struggle the first couple of weeks, so not worried. And so, okay. RC says you hate Joe Marino. Tight end goes in motion, throws it to him, takes on the contact. That's a first down. That's a first down. So the Rams here moving the football, moving the chains right now. Or at least let's see what they mark him here. 10:05 to go here in the first quarter. Again, still scoreless here, but this is the second offense possession right now for the Rams. And Matthew Stafford right now showing full control of this offense, 5 of 6 for 23 yards here. They're going to spread them out here 5 wide, but Detroit, they are showing pressure. Will they send the blitz here? Snaps the ball. Stafford throws over the middle. Gets the completion there to Cooper Kupp, and Cooper Kupp's going to be about a yard or 2 shy of that first down marker. So clearly, Matthew Stafford getting the ball quickly here to Cooper Kupp. AG says Andrew Van Ginkel had that's why he had a sack and a pick 6 in his Vikings debate, and so that's big time. That is big time. 2nd and 2, gives it to Kyren Williams, and look at Kyren picks up the first down there, picked up 2 yards and the first. So now we got 1st and 10 right now at the Rams 46-yard line with 9 minutes and 13 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Or as he says, the Cincinnati Bumcows. Braden says that Malik Willis will officially be starting for the Green Bay Packers and stuff like that. Braden, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? And so let's see. RC says, JB, you got your first win. Now you can peacefully go 1-16. Oh, man. And so now he gets it to Puka Nakua, and he gets the catch there for 16 yards there and a first down before he shoved out of bounds. So again, Matthew Stafford here working it around now. 1st and 10 at the Detroit Lions 38-yard line. RC just won't let JB have nice things, I see. Just won't let JB have nice things, but it's okay. First and 10. Cup goes in motion. Stafford looking, throws it, gets the completion there to Cup. Cup tried to stiff arm him there. It didn't work, but picked up 4 yards there. So 2nd and 6 coming up from the Detroit 34-yard line. All right, so here we go. So currently right here, Detroit territory for the Rams. 5 wide again. Pressure. A lot of guys in his face. Just throws that one. Tried to get it there to Tutu Atwell there, but it's incomplete. And that time, the Rams just brought pressure. They just brought pressure. Said, we're not going to give you all that time. I saw that was actually Demarcus Robinson there. JB's living in the past. All right, so 3rd and 6. Again, first quarter with 7 minutes and 32 seconds to go here in the first. All right, shotgun here. Can they get the first down and keep it alive? 5 seconds here on the play clock. Cup goes in motion. Stafford throws it. Gets the completion. And look at the tight end rumble to the 19-yard line there. That's a first down here for the Rams with 7:20 to go here in the first. AG says Packers will lose every game they play without Love until they trade for a different quarterback. And so AG speaking facts here. Do they play the Bears during the next like 4 to 6 weeks though? Because it seems like that's really the time frame that they're talking about, potentially most likely 4 to 6 weeks. All right, 5 seconds on the play clock with 6 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Nakua goes in motion. Play fake. Stafford looking. Stafford throws it. It's incomplete off the tight end hands there. Incomplete. And again, that was Davis Allen, the intended target there. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up at the Detroit 19-yard line. So far this drive, 10 plays, 71 yards, and about 4 minutes, 34 seconds in terms of time possession off the clock on this current drive. Can the offense find a way to get in the end zone, or will the Detroit Lions defensively stop them here? We're going to find this out very shortly, guys. What player impressed you guys the most about some of the earlier games that took place today? You guys let JB know that in the chat. Give me a player that really impressed you today for any team. Oh man, Matthew Stafford brought down on the sack. Whoa. Whoa. So Onwuza Reich coming in there and bringing him down for the sack. He'll split that one with Mr. Davenport. But man, you talk about a jailbreak there. Let's see. I mean, look at that. What? 73. 73. That's on you. That's on you. Look at the left guard. Like, bruh, what is he doing? What is he doing? Braden says it's going to be interesting. I think that we can beat the Colts, Titans, and Vikings, though. Okay, so he said he believes in his team. He believes in his team. Does this mean you guys bring back your boy Sean Clifford to back him up? All right, so that's going to be in the offense there. False start, backs him up 5 yards. So now you just got sacked, and then you move back 5 yards there. So offensive line not doing them any favors right there because they had great momentum going on this drive. So now you're looking at 3rd and long here. So what do you dial on 3rd and 23? We're going to find out what they try here. But that Detroit crowd, they're going to get loud. Braden says that Joe Mixon impressed him and stuff. And so one of the things that I was thinking about, and I considered it because I drafted him in my other fantasy league, he came through for me, was the fact the Bengals, they do run the ball a lot out of the shotgun. So him getting away from that system actually really helped him out a lot. So, but here we go, guys. 5 seconds on the play clock. 3rd and 23. Snaps the ball out of the shotgun. It's a draw play. And they're going to go ahead and let Kyron pick up 9 yards on the play. So good call there. Just make sure you don't lose any more yards there. Bring out the field goal unit there. Smart play. I get it because it's tough to pick up 23 yards that close to your opponent's end zone. So now they're going to bring out the rookie, Joshua Carty. So let's see if the rook can make it from 41 yards here for the Rams. 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter to get the first points on Sunday Night Football. Snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is up and the kick curves in and it's good. So he converted on a 41-yard field goal to give the Rams the lead so far in this one 3-0 here in the first quarter with 4 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Let's go. Let's go. But yeah, Joe Mixon did great. He did wonders. He really saved JB's fantasy team. As long as Laporta doesn't go out there and do anything insane today, JB will at least win in the other league because everything was looking bad. But at least 2 of my fantasy leagues now are looking much better. But Joe Mixon, he balled out. Samuel, what's good? What's good? Samuel, I thought about you earlier when I saw what the Saints did to the Panthers. So how did it feel being at the stadium? I know you said you were going to be at the game. So how did it feel to witness that live? And he says, "Hi JB, sorry live stream. You took a nap, and so I got you. I got you." And so, man, let's see. Braden says yes, sadly. And so, oh man, Braden down bad. And so let's see. Lewis says kicker Bosley went 6 for 6 for this. So that's how they got those points. All field goals. Oh wow. I was gonna ask y'all how did Justin Fields do? Because again, I was at the gym and stuff like that. My fantasy team had me seeing red and stuff. So I was like, let me just go ahead and work out here because JB's got limited free time. So when I do have some free time, got to do some stuff. So absolutely. Kenneth, what's good? Kenneth says, hey, my friend, how you doing tonight? JB is doing great. You know, JB's team won, so I'm feeling great. You say you're doing good tonight, and let's go. NFL eating chicken and dumplings and squash for dinner. Kenneth always eating so good. We got to stop. We got to, as a community, we got to crash Kenneth's place right now and stuff like that because that's where the food's at. Lewis says he'll take that 3 points there. He'll take the 3. I know you need more than that, though. Aussie, what's good with you? And he says, how about them Seahawks? And so, oh, man, so you guys came through for that one. And so, oh, man, what was your thoughts on what you saw from the Seahawks today? And so let me know your thoughts because JB did end up taking a nap sometime throughout that time there. So absolutely, I got to check the stats and see how everything looks statistically there. But how did Bo Nix do? How did Bo Nix do for the Broncos? Because that was certainly one that I just completely just ended up taking a nap because I was tired after that workout. And so, but yes, let's see. Samuel says, good, crazy game. Wow. And so, oh, I can imagine. I mean, because I saw that they was lighting them up like a Christmas tree, and I was shocked and stuff like that. I was like, wow, they haven't had offense like this since, you know, you go back to the Drew Brees days and stuff like that. That was like, y'all put up like 47 points. I was like, wow. I was like, Samuel must be their good luck charm. Gotta be. Let's see how she says, you've been up since 3 a.m., so you will be napping. And so, oh man, that sounds like stuff that JB does because JB gets a lot of his work done. If I know there's no work the next day, JB will be up to like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. sometimes. So absolutely there. So certainly understand that. Certainly understand that. All right, so getting ready to come back from the commercial here shortly. RC says, Kenneth, he says, dang, what's for dessert? A homemade strawberry cheesecake? How about some sweet potato pie? Sweet potato pie. If you haven't had sweet potato pie, JB recommends that you get it. I put Mike on that a couple years ago and stuff like that. He absolutely loved it. It will change your life. But don't eat too much of it though. All right, from their own 30, David Montgomery, the power back here, picks up 3 yards. He's got 2 carries a day for 5 yards so far. And this one's 2nd and 7 coming up here for the Detroit Lions from their own 33-yard line. Again, first quarter with 4 minutes and 35 seconds to go. And the Rams leading this one 3-0. And all I need is for Laporta to not have a huge game. He can have an all right game, just not a huge one. And then JB will at least win my other fantasy league. But JB got embarrassed this week in fantasy in his own fantasy league. Like, it's one of the worst losses I've ever been a part of. All right, so let's see. Aussie says, first half was messy. And so I saw some of the first half. So that's what I remember seeing some of the first half there, which the second half was a complete 180-degree flip. He said Knicks was okay, room for improvement. And so, okay, but the rookie making his first start, I won't be too hard on him. Appreciate that insight. Appreciate that great insight. All right, so after Gibbs picked up 6 yards there, so now the Lions faced with a 3rd-and-1 situation. And we know Detroit, they can be very aggressive. So even if you stop them here, they'll probably go for it on 4th down. There's a real possibility. But let's see what they do here on 3rd-and-1. Again, 3 minutes and 38 seconds to go here in the first quarter. The Rams up 3-0 right now. Lions with the football. Snaps the ball. Give it to David Montgomery. David Montgomery. Oh, excellent job picking up the first down. He used one arm to balance himself, and he kept them legs moving, and he picked up 2 yards and a first down. David Montgomery. 3 carries for 7 yards so far in this one. Now at the first down at their own 41-yard line here. I see Big Skipper going to the sideline there for Detroit. 3:05 to go here in the first. Let's see. RC says Bo Nix had a roller coaster interception type of game. They fell short. All right, golf up under center here. Multiple tight ends, 2 receivers. Play fake, looking, gonna throw it to Montgomery. He was kind of surprised that ball got to him, but he turns it into a positive gain there. But hold everything. There is a penalty. Also says 3 a.m. for a 5 a.m. game down here. And so, oh, man. Yes, see, Samuel says, beer, it's a beer or food or hot dog game. And so, I bet everybody ate well, at least for the home team and stuff like that. Now, Carolina fans, I mean, I'm sure they hit the road very early in that one. Bryce Young, I didn't watch it, but the numbers said everything I needed to know. Looked like Bryce Young looked bad out there. And that's just putting it nicely. Oh, wow. They're not going to let you do that. They're not going to let you do that. Hands to the face. Come on now, Young. Come on now. RC says the Panthers got toasted, roasted, and unloaded by the Saints. RC says, JB, I had that before. It's good. You said you used to eat them Patty LaBelle sweet potato pies too. And so, oh, yes, that is life. That is life. If JB can choose one thing in this world that I can eat, like if it was possible to eat something and not have to deal with the negative effects of obviously eating too much of food that you shouldn't, that would certainly be what JB would choose. So that way I can just have it for an unlimited amount of time and not have to worry. But David Montgomery to the left side almost stumbled. There was so much space in front of him there, but he picked up about 8 yards there on the play. Going to make it 2nd down, coming up 2nd and 2. He did lose his footing a little bit there. 2:18 to go here in the first. Again, Rams 3, Lions 0. First quarter, 2:10 to go. I know Lewis needs some points. Laney says, you mean Bo didn't have a good showing today? And so what I saw in the first half, I did see some struggles, but I wasn't sure about the second half because I saw that the score did seem like it was completely different than when I had went ahead and just took a nap. So, but appreciate all the insights. All right, 2nd and 2, Montgomery off the left side. Excellent run. Picks up 6 yards. Again, 6 carries for 26 yards. 1:40 to go here in the first. And they love to utilize Montgomery there inside. I mean, Dan Campbell absolutely loves using David Montgomery for these runs. All right, Archie says the Seahawks did not deserve it. You say they didn't deserve it? Oh, man. Well, I tell you what, though, I'm sure you'll take the W, though. So that's what the NFL is about sometimes. Sometimes you earn it, other times you don't. It's a draw play. Montgomery, 7 yards again. He's got 7 carries for 33 yards. 1:05 to go here in the first. And again, Dan Campbell let Montgomery go out there and just wear him down. So that way later on, Jahmyr Gibbs can get in there and then bust some big ones. 2nd and 3. They are okay with coming out and being physical. RC says, JB, I'm trying to figure out who to root for. You're trying to figure out who to root for. And so, well, the decision's been made easy for JB and stuff like that because I chose the Rams to actually win this game. So for that reason alone, I'm rooting for him here. And so, oh man, what an excellent job tackling Jameson Williams here. So third down coming up. 20 seconds here before the end of the first quarter. Let's see if they try to run another play or let this one run out. And it looks like they're going to let this one run out. So that should take us to the end of the first quarter with the Rams up 3-0. When we come back, it'll be 3rd and 2 for the Detroit Lions at the Rams 27-yard line. So, wow. So one quarter already in the book. This first quarter went by fast. I am not going to lie. This first quarter went by really fast. RC says in the NFL, on a consistent basis, you have a couple of teams, but really no clear-cut favorite and stuff like that. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that, RC. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's how JB is when it comes to when I watch like women's college volleyball. And so there's a bunch of teams that I can root for, but I don't think I necessarily have like a particular favorite. So it just depends on who's playing and who I feel like rooting for that day. But typically it usually ends up being, it could be Penn State, could be Tennessee. It's quite a few different options, just depending on what's going on in the situation. So JB understands that. And so Samuel says Los Angeles Rams versus the Detroit Lions played a game down here. It's at Detroit. So, yeah, it's at Detroit for this one. So, Detroit is the home team here. Good old Detroit. Jared Goff in that first quarter, 2 for 2 for 5 yards. I know my friend actually. Hold on a second. I just remembered. I think he's Black Medicine starting quarterback, if I'm not mistaken, in our fantasy league. Jared Goff. Oh, man. So. Just wasn't our week in that one. But it's okay. But yeah, Detroit is the home team. As the RC says, Carolina Panthers turn that boy into Bryce Young into Fright Young. Let's see. RC says Seahawks shouldn't have won, but they playing smoke a little worse than them. And so, okay. I mean, hey, it's week 1, right? And so week 1, I give it a couple weeks. The team is still building, figuring out their identity and stuff like that. Lots of time, coaches are still moving a couple guys around and stuff like that. Try to figure out what's really working. So give it a few weeks, and then hopefully it gets better and stuff. So we'll see. But I'll tell you what, though, never apologize for a W. Never apologize for a W. Because that means the other team, they didn't win it. The other team didn't win it. So sometimes you take it. Lewis says, let's go Rams. So he's pulling for them Rams right now after his Bears had a big day. How did Will Levis look in that game, Lewis? All right, 5 wide. Goff. Throws it over the middle. Incomplete. So now the first Dan Campbell moment on 4th and 2. Will he opt for the field goal or will he go for it in typical Dan Campbell fashion? Do we have to ask? AG says lifelong Vikings fan, sadly, many heartbreaking games. And so, man. Tell me this, AG, by chance, do you happen to have a Dante Culpepper jersey? Because back in the day, if I could have got one, I certainly would have gotten a Dante Culpepper Minnesota jersey back in the day. But they get the first down. Of course, David Montgomery picks up the 3 yards here. They have complete faith in their offensive line and David Montgomery. That combination is very, very tough. Samuel says, okay. RC says, AG, I know that pain because the teams I rooted for growing up, you said the Vikings, you abandoned them into your adulthood, and you just got tired of the hurt. Meanwhile, JB's trying to hope that Laporta does not hurt him too much in fantasy, but he picks up a good 14 yards on a play, taking it to the Rams' 10-yard line. So Sam Laporta gets his first catch of the game. And he was all by himself. All right. Golf up under center. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Amara St. Brown goes in motion, play fake, looking, throws it to the back. I'm sorry, that's actually St. Brown, and look at him. Oh, tackled him there at the 6-yard line. I thought he was about to make something magical work. And so I understand that. Let's see, he says, growing up, you were also a Bears fan, but that hurt too. And so, so you left. So he said he was done back during the Rex Grossman days and stuff like that. He said that's when they lost him. The Rex Grossman, the Cal Orton days. He says that's what messed it up for him. All right, 6 yards away from the end zone here. Again, 5 seconds right now on the play clock. They're going to run the ball. And oh, he's going to get stuffed. He's going to get stuffed. He's going to get stuffed. So Montgomery gets stuffed. So now, 3rd and goal coming up. And all JB is asking of Detroit, just don't throw it to Sam Laporta. Anybody else, JB will be cool with it. Don't throw it to Sam Laporta, though. All right, shotgun formation. 3rd and goal. They need 7. Goff gets the snap. Goff looking. Goff throws one up there. Goff trying to mess with JB's fantasy team, I see. Threw it to Laporta, but it's incomplete. Too high. 4th down coming up. And now that will bring out the field goal unit. RC says, JB, so long, short story. You disown the Bears and the Vikings both. And so, oh man, 2 teams from the same division. That's wild. That's wild. All right, so Jake Bates looking to tie this one up with a 25-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So we're all tied up 3-3 here in the second quarter with 12-17 remaining here. And so Detroit unable to get into the end zone, but they do put some points on the board here. So we're all tied up 3-3. AG says you get tired of the hurt, but you can't stop being a fan of a team. You still watch every game no matter what. And so there it is. AG says sometimes you just got to deal with it. That's a part of being a fan. Lewis says use Montgomery. Use him. Use what got you there. Samuel says, hey, JB, are you streaming tomorrow night on the live? So, yes, I am going live tomorrow night as well for Monday Night Football for the Jets and the 49ers. And it's no secret who JB's rooting for in this one. JB's rooting completely for the 49ers because them Jets and stuff like that, as a Patriot fan, team I hate the most in our division and stuff like that. So therefore, yes, JB's going for the 49ers tomorrow, and I hope they do what they always do to Aaron Rodgers and stuff like that. Make life difficult for him. So JB's got the 49ers, but yes, I will be live streaming that game tomorrow between the Jets and the 49ers, and that one right there should be a 8:20 Eastern time game. 8:20 Eastern time game. So absolutely. So I'll be streaming tomorrow. And then after, like, hopefully after this game right here, I'll be able to go ahead and set up some of the live streams for after tomorrow. But I will be streaming Wednesday, which will be the one that me, Old Man Mob, and also Zoe will be collabing again on our weekly discussion. We'll be reviewing the picks that we made for both college football and the NFL from this week here, and also doing our picks for next time and just answering questions that you guys have as well. So that'll be on Wednesday at 9:30 Eastern time. So, and then I'll put up the schedule for the rest of it after today. I would have done it earlier, but JB just lost track of time. Yes, 8:20 Eastern time, Samuel. 8:20 Eastern time. RC says, if someone told me I had to choose my alliance to a team right now, I would go with the teams I like the most right now. You say the Cowboys and Jaguars, but again, JB, I'm saying like, a free agent fan. And so I've never heard of that. I have never heard of that, RC, a free agent fan. And so It's like being a fan of a fan. But Lewis says the Niners, okay. Lewis knows. And so, yep, 820. Okay, so here we go. Let's see. RC says, JB Plus, I got back on college football more. I haven't really watched the NFL religiously since like 2015, 2016. You kind of stopped paying deep attention after the Seahawks Super Bowl. And so I understand that. That's sort of how it's been, honestly, for JB, for the NBA, for JB. Like, I used to follow it a lot closer up until the time around when Kobe Bryant stopped playing and stuff like that. And so after that, then I just casually watch it from there, from time to time and stuff like that. But before then, JB was a lot more invested. Then again, JB had a lot more free time as well. So, all right, but we are back at the game here. Let's see what the Rams have in store. Again, Matthew Stafford so far today, 9 of 12 for 66 yards. Stafford up under center. Got a tight end, 3 receivers, 1 back. And the is going to take it to the left side here on the carry, and it's going to pick up 7 yards there off the left end. And so, excellent job to just get him in motion there, get him the football. Between him and Cooper Kupp, man, you've got some weapons. You've got some weapons here. Braden says that Oregon versus Boise State game was crazy last night. I saw that Oregon won like, 37-34? But man, oh man, that was a good one. That was a good one. All right, so here we go. Nakua goes in motion, 2nd and 3. They're going to feed the ball to Williams. I saw to Rivers here. This is actually Rivers on the carry, and he's going to pick up the first down, picked up 4 yards. RC says, Braden, you must be a vampire. Ain't no way I was going to stay up to watch that game. And so Samuel says Wednesday night time. So yeah, Wednesday night is 9:30 Eastern time. 9:30 Eastern time. I haven't set that one up yet, but it's going to be for 9:30 Eastern time. I'm hoping to get those set up tonight after this stream concludes. But yes, that one will be 9:30 Eastern time. All right, 5 seconds on the play clock. Nakua goes in motion. 3 receivers, top of the screen here. Tight end, bottom of formation. Play fake. Stafford throws it short to the tight end. Tight end bobbles it and drops it. Incomplete. That's incomplete. So again, second quarter with 10 minutes and 41 seconds to go, all tied up 3-3. Laney said, who watched the Mississippi State game? That's a very good question. Who watched the Mississippi State game? Let JB know that as well, because JB did not end up watching that one. AG says, RC on that bandwagon. Let's see. Braden says, you fell asleep in the middle of the 4th quarter. RC saw and saw the ending. And so, yeah, that was, yeah. All right, Kupp goes in motion this time. Again, tight end, bottom of the formation, 3 receivers, top of the screen here. 1 back in the backfield from their own 32-yard line. Gives it to Ronnie Rivers, and Ronnie running. Picks up 12 yards and a first down here for the Rams. Again, here in the second quarter with 10:32 to go, all tied up 3-3. Braden says Boise State running backs already got 9 touchdowns on the season. My goodness. Let's see. RC says, AG, LOL, I normally watch more basketball than anything. You say NBA, WNBA, and women's college basketball. Samuel says him too. Okay. All right, 1 second here. They had to call a timeout. Time was running out here. So Rams called a timeout, their first timeout today. And we're all tied up 3-3 here in the second quarter with 10:01 to go. Let's see. RC said, JB, did you stay up and watch Boise State and Oregon? I did not, because during that time, I had to spend time with the wife and stuff like that. And so I was not able to actually watch that one. Gotta give something, right? So since I spend so much time streaming throughout the day, so I was up to probably about 4 a.m. that night, but did not get to watch that Boise State and Oregon game. But I did see the final score, so I was up. But yeah, JB's got many tasks to try to complete. Many tasks. Laney says, "You did. They lost to Arizona State. It was very one sided, wasn't it? I don't know if they came back towards the end, but it was pretty one sided. Stafford throws it over the middle, gets the completion there to his tight end. I'm sorry, that's not his tight end there to Nakoa. So he picked up 7 yards. That's his second catch there. He's got 2 catches for 23 yards. RC says, "Lady, how you doing?" So that time, right down the middle, found a soft spot in the defense, caught it. Stafford currently 10 to 14 for 73 yards here in the second quarter, but 9:24 to go before halftime. All tied up 3-3. Cup goes in motion to give it to him when he end around. Cup gets the first down. Cup picks up 9 yards on the play. Let's see. Samuel says Mississippi State versus Arizona State. Okay, so they did bring it back closer in that one. It was like 30 to 23, so they did come back towards the end there. Okay, appreciate that, Samuel. He said the same Mad Mississippi State game. All right, so and now again we're in Rams territory now. So the Lions territory. So they're in the Lions territory at their 39. Stafford moving, throws it, and Nakua is going to pick up about 6 yards on the play. 8 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Again, all tied up 3-3. RC says, "JB, some of my favorites retired, and that left you like, huh? What?" And I just thought you just started to take a step back. And so I understand that. I understand that. I understand that. Second and 4. Gives it to the back, and Kyron Williams picks up 4 yards and a first down here for the Rams with 7:55 to go here in the second quarter. Rams on the move. Current drive, 8 plays, 49 yards, and over 4 minutes and 15 seconds in terms of time possession off the clock so far in this drive. Laney says, yeah, it was. They tried to come back, but it was late. So, okay, I know I wasn't tripping there. I was like, I thought it was one-sided. So, let's see. Braden says, JB, I found somebody to raid again. And so, Braden, we are shutting it down. We are shutting it down because we did 2 raids in a day to where the person was not there at halftime and stuff like that. And so JB is going to proceed with JB's scheduled halftime performance and stuff like that. So yes, we are going to shut it down right now because every time we go to raid somebody, they are not where they're supposed to be. So yeah, I hope I really did it because I know that Kenneth, I had told Kenneth that I was going to do it. But yes, we are going to, for the foreseeable future right now, focus on JB's halftime analysis here. So I saw it 2 times out of 3 where the person was not even there. So JB's shutting it down. JB's shutting it down. Stafford on the move, throws it, incomplete, out of bounds. Third down coming up. That was a sign for JB 2 times out of 3. That was a sign for JB. Let's see. RC says, Laney just watching football and listening to these guys talk motivational spiritual lessons on YouTube. Oh, man. RC says, yes, JB, I'm listening to you, listening to another YouTuber on your phone and watching the football game at the same time. That is multitasking there. That is multitasking at its finest. All right, 3rd and 10 here for the Rams at the 29-yard line of Detroit. Stafford throws it, gets the completion, but he's 4 yards short of the first down marker. And so Laney says, you too. Samuel's laughing. And so now Brayden says, okay, LOL. That had me rolling. I was like, no, not 2 out of 3. Let's see. Yeah, RC says, plus you're still cooking. You said put half a pack of chicken in the oven. And RC, you're doing it all. So we got to stop by Kenneth's place first, and then afterwards follow up and go to RC's crib. That's the game plan. Wait a second. Nakua's hurt? Oh man, JB turned his head for a second. Nakua got hurt. What happened on the play? All right, so 4th and 4, and the Rams going for it. And oh, it's incomplete. Cooper Cup. Cooper Cup incomplete with 6:31 to go here in the second. Let's see. But man, that sounds real good there, RC. Yeah, JB got to make a couple stops. Laney says you like listening to Calm. And so, I understand that. But again, we are here right now currently at the commercial. At halftime, we will take time to review the other games that transpired earlier today. And so I know, Kenneth, you did ask me about that. So at halftime, I will be taking halftime to review the other games that did play, even though we know like the final scores and stuff, but we'll dive into them, look and see anything that stood out statistically speaking, and just, talk to those games. So we'll do that at halftime. Let's see. RC says, Laney, not you be playing the rainy night sound loop on YouTube. He said, those will make anyone knock out and go to bed. What is wrong with that, RC? Your boy JB does that from time to time, although I haven't done it in a minute. But I've done that from time to time. I think I got about a good 10 different ones saved on like this one playlist specifically and stuff like that. Some just purely rain, others with a little bit of music and stuff like that, some soft music and stuff that you would not find in my Spotify, but very calming and relaxing specifically for JB to sleep. So because when I tell you, like JB will stay up super late one night and it'll be like 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning. And then when I finally do go to sleep, it'll mess up my sleep schedule for the rest, like the next week. So JB needs all the assistance he can get sometimes to go to sleep. Let's see, Samuel says, let's see, hey, you see you soon later. You say RC, all Iowa. And so yum food. And so yes, yes, we'll be having to stop. We'll have to stop by RC's place for some food for sure. Absolutely. RC says, JB, can we talk about what everyone thinks about the Super Bowl halftime performer at halftime? Because, yeah. And so, yeah, just remind JB. Just remind JB and stuff like that. And I'll go ahead and put the question up there. Matter of fact, if you type it, I'll just go ahead and just, put yours up there at halftime while I review the stuff so that way everybody can put their opinion up there for sure. All right, play fake for golf, throws it and gets it to Jamison Williamson. Okay, Jameis Williamson, like, wow. Look at the burst. I know he's fired up. I know he's fired up. He is the X factor of this team. If they can find a way to get him going consistently, that adds another big threat to this team. JJ, what's good? What's good? How are you and how's your fantasy team doing? I know you're probably up by about 50 right now. Play fake by Golf. Golf going deep. Incomplete. Incomplete. But just having a deep threat like that does wonders. RC says, JB, you like this Xavier Worthy kid? And so I do. I do. I do. I liked him back when he was at Texas, because I noticed, the speed he had when he was at the University of Texas. So Xavier Worthy, he's at the perfect spot for him, the perfect spot. So yes, I like it a lot. And as the season continues to go on, expect, more and more from him. So this time they throw a screen here to Gibbs, and look at all that space in front of him. Takes it all the way to the Rams' 26-yard line. What a play. 5:35 to go here in the second quarter. What a play. JD says good. You say good up by 107, up by 170. How's that possible? How's that possible, JJ? How is that possible? I'm starting to think this is a two-person league right here, JJ. That is insane. Up by 170? Y'all must be have a lot of points in y'all league. Like the scoring system must be high. And Jameson Williams again on the end around. I couldn't even get that one out there, but takes to about the 12-yard line. So right now, clearly getting Jameson Williams involved, extremely important. But right now, medical staff. Oh man, what happened there? Let's take a second look at that one. You know what always amazes me is every time they zoom in and you see a player with a mouthpiece that's just hanging on his helmet for no reason, just hanging on his helmet. I'm like, does anybody actually use it? RC says, okay, JB, let's review the other games at halftime. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. And this Wednesday, we'll be able to review the picks that me and Old Man made last week. And moving forward, we'll be able to on Wednesdays include in the Zoe. But we'll be able to see the picks that we made. I think in the Zoe made a couple picks too last time. That's right. So we'll be able to review all of our picks and see who did the best, which ones we got right, which ones we got wrong. But also, the streams that I do on Wednesday is also a good time. If you have any questions about how YouTube works or stuff like that, if you're looking to try to do something yourself on YouTube or looking to try to improve a process, that's also probably the best time to have those conversations. Certainly don't mind having those conversations on a Wednesday when we have those streams like that. So definitely, if that's something that you're like, man, I certainly would like to, just hear how certain stuff work, that's certainly the stream to do it as well. So, all right, let's see. Samuel says, getting ready to drive tomorrow. We got to wake up early at 5 a.m. to go back from Louisiana to Mississippi. So, oh, yeah, getting up early. Yeah, JB's got to don't have to get up that early. That's too early for JB on a Monday. But absolutely, absolutely. SCRC says, JB, what about the snow blowing Tyrone ride calm lopes? And so yeah, that no, I never. Yeah, that's not on JB's playbook there. So the rain is good enough, RC. Maybe if I was born somewhere where snow was a consistent thing, maybe that might be common for JB. Maybe not. JJ says Mike Evans and Baker were on fire. And so, yeah, that was another game that I actually missed due to me taking a nap after I got back from the gym. But I did take a look and I seen that they were, really putting in the work. Let's see. RC says we need some offense. You ain't seeing none. I know Lewis is thinking he needs a touchdown. I just need Laporta to not get in the end zone. That's all I'm asking. Just not Laporta. I'd love it if Amara St. Brown got in the end zone, though. RC says, try not to stay on to midnight on Wednesdays. And so I lost track of time, RC. Your boy lost track of time last Wednesday. It was just, it was just so great. It was just so great. It was just so great. JJ says, good thing you had them starting. That's what's up. Samuel says, go get drive. Okay, get ready to drive and travel tomorrow morning. Wake up at 5 a.m. and then from Louisiana back to Mississippi tomorrow evening time, 1 p.m. R5 So basically almost 6 p.m. So okay, okay. Meanwhile, look at the carry there. Oh man, look at the way this man shifts. Excellent movement there. Great job there on the carry by Jahmyr Gibbs. Picks up 8 yards on the play. 4:18 to go here in the second. And that was a nice play there by Gibbs. I said keep feeding them. Let's see. JJ says you need Sam. Lewis says okay, expected a shootout. And Gibbs going to be a yard shy. Picked up 1 yard. I say put Montgomery back in there. Use him. 3:40 to go here in the second quarter. 3rd and 1. Yeah, I'd say put Montgomery back in there and let him go to work. I know fantasy owners for Jahmyr Gibbs is just like, bruh, like let the man get a touchdown. RC says everyone wants to see CJ Carr play or Angela at Notre Dame. It's the first thing a fan base does. It says to switch quarterbacks. There's no guarantee that works either. We need a modest, conservative passing game or conserving passing game. Meanwhile, Gibbs picks up the first down. So now 1st and goal from the Rams 3-yard line with Gibbs having 4 carries for 17 yards. 7 plays, 74 yards on the drive. You just got a first down. You might as well keep punching it in. And that was an excellent job there to find a way to squeeze it in there for that first. All right, 1st and goal. Tight end goes in motion. They're looking, throws it. It is caught. He's going to be a yard shy of getting to that end zone. It is the other tight end, right with the catch. Now 2:18 to go before halftime. They can take this one to the 2-minute mark. All right, so you go back to work Tuesday morning. And so, okay. Braden says, hey, JB, what did you think of Tom Brady today? And so I actually did not get to listen to Tom Brady. I actually did not because like during the first windows of games and stuff like that, I was in the gym getting my workout in and stuff. So I did not listen. And then after that, I went to sleep. So I did not get to listen to Tom Brady at all. But how did Tom do? How did Tom do? You would think that JB would be fired up to listen to Tom Brady and stuff like that, but I actually have not thought much of it, really. I have not thought much of it. Let's see. RC says, Riley Leonard is no Dan Marino or Joe Montana, period. He keeps passing like he is. He's going to be a liability before week 6. RC says, JB, I saw a hilarious comment on Facebook. Another Notre Dame fan said, how the heck we going to win games when our quarterback can't throw past 7 yards without giving the ball to the other team? And so that's a serious problem. That's a serious problem. But again, we're at the 2-minute mark here. So 2-minute mark for this one, all tied up 3-3. Ball is currently at the Rams 1-yard line. So 1-yard line. And you got to think, with a guy like David Montgomery or even the option to quarterback sneak it, so many options you can use right now. Because even if they stop you, that just helps you take off a little bit more time so that the Rams aren't going to be able to score, will have as much time to score. That could be the thought process here, but we'll see. Let's see. Braden says he was okay in your opinion, not great, but it's his first game. He'll get better. And so, okay, that's good. But as long as he did okay, he'll get better. He'll get better. I'm sure repetition, a guy like him, obviously we know the knowledge is there. It's just getting used to it. So took Shaq a little minute to, figure it out too. Let's see. RC says Braden, who Riley Leonard, or well, untimely Leonard. Let's see. Samuel says time ends date November for Sunday the 3rd. So November the 3rd on Sunday. So, okay. Let's go. Phoenix, what's good? Phoenix says, what's happening, JB Nation and members? And so I'll tell you what's happening. A little bit of football right now. Now, right now, currently low scoring game. I really thought there'd be some more points on the board. I would have guessed the Rams would have been up 14-10 at this point. But 3-3 is the score that we got right now. So we're just waiting to see who's going to get the first touchdown. But speaking of touchdown, they run it here on 2nd and goal. They needed a yard. Is it a touchdown? Let's see what the officials say. So initially, they say that he didn't get it. Initially. Now, of course, they'll check the replay and make sure. But how are you doing today, Phoenix? Let's see what she says. JB, I love that nickname, Untimely Leonard. Oh, man. And so they're checking a replay. I need to see a better angle. But we'll have to await to come back here from the commercial and see what the referees say as to whether or not they can find enough evidence to confirm that he got that touchdown. But again, this gives us a good time. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and press that like button. And also, if you're not subscribed already, go ahead and press that subscribe button also. So that way you'll get notifications when your boy JB sets up future streams. And so Phoenix says, a very rare day. You got skunked fishing today? Say it ain't so, Phoenix. Say it's not so. Tell us the story. How did this happen? Oh, man. Oh, man. That is insane. Oh, man. Yeah, let JB know the story behind how did that happen? How did that transpire? Meanwhile, JB's going to make sure that the good old tablet is ready. Phoenix says, he messed up. You forgot your payday candy bar. And so, man, how did that happen, Phoenix? You go through the preparation, the mental preparations, and that's just one that you can't forget. You just can't forget it. It throws off the entire vibe, right? Like it's an essential. It's an essential. So, oh man. So, but man, that's rough. That's rough right there. That is rough. Oh man. That is just that. Not, I'm not going. I'm not going to lie, Phoenix. That one right there, that caught me off guard right there. That is not something I would have expected there to hear today. All right, so the official's coming back. So the official reversed the call and says that it was a touchdown. He broke the plane of the end zone before his shoulder touched that blade of grass, and he barely, but he did, broke the plane of the end zone for a touchdown because that white part is part of the end zone. So extra point is good. So Detroit gets the first touchdown of the game. Lewis, I know you're happy about that. And I know you want to see the Rams go down there and run their 2-minute offense to perfection. But right now, it's the Lions on top 10-3. So we'll see what this Rams offense can do. Samuel says daylight savings time on November 3rd. And so good old daylight savings. Time is going, I mean, just thinking about it right now, September kicking it in gear. Soon we'll be talking about October. This year is really going by. All right, and again, 1 minute and 57 seconds left to go here before we reach halftime. The Rams, they have two timeouts. They have two timeouts. All right, kickoff on the way. All right, no return here. So Golf and Company, I mean, they really did the ball. They really did a lot of running and stuff and pretty much on the play, but Jameson Williams, he was a big factor as well on that last drive for Detroit. So let's see what the Rams do here to respond for their 2-minute offense. After watching Detroit having scored 10 straight unanswered. All right, Phoenix says, the humble day I needed. You said, I will be ready for your, okay, so you'll be ready for your last tournament of the regular season this Saturday. Is it really that time already, Phoenix? Oh, man, it's really that time already. But, man, sorry to hear that, Phoenix. Sorry to hear that. That is certainly one that's got JB. RC says the Rams are lacking. Lewis says, finally, Lewis, that was for you. That was for you. 2nd and 6. For their own 33-yard line, Cup goes in motion. Ooh, D lineman had moved early there. So the movement by the D lineman there, referee saw every ounce of it. That was a penalty. Defensive offsides. That'll tack on 5 yards for the offense. And that was Davenport. He got half a sack earlier in this game. So on 2nd and 1, RC says Rams lacking. Lewis says finally. And they hand it to Kyron Williams. And Kyron Williams up the middle is going to pick up 4 yards and a first down here for the Rams offense with 1:05 to go here before halftime. So now you got the first down. Let's do a little bit of sense of urgency here. They've got 2 timeouts to work with. Lined up at the shotgun from their own 43-yard line. Stafford throws it over the middle. Incomplete. Tried to get it to Cooper Kupp there. Tight coverage. 50 seconds left before halftime. Phoenix says, you're qualified for the champion event in October. It's all good. Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. That is what's up. Congratulations. Congratulations. Are you going to be posting anything on your channel in regards to that? If so, let us know. And then when you do, definitely let me know. And I'll let you know. We'll go ahead and post and let you post the link in the chat. Which reminds me of something I need to do really quickly when I get a second. But definitely let me know if you end up posting anything on your channel related to it. Meanwhile, pass completed. Picked up a yard or two, but there is a penalty. There is a penalty. And right now, Hutchinson, he's looking very guilty right now. So that leads me to believe this is about to be roughing the passer. This is about to be roughing the passer. But keep us in the know. Phoenix has time to relax and listen to JB Nation. Yeah, so absolutely let us know about that in the future there. Oh, yeah, so that's what they call for roughing the passer. The standard has changed for sure. All right, 43 seconds to go here before halftime. Shotgun formation. Cooper Kupp goes in motion there at the Detroit 40-yard line. Stafford throws it. gets it completed, and his tight end is still running before he goes to the bounce. Again, Kobe Parkinson picks up 20 yards. So 20 yards picked up, needs another 20 yards for them to get to the end zone. That's a big-time play with 37 seconds, and he got out of bounds. So how about that? You say Puka is injured. And so, yeah, I saw that he was on the sideline earlier, but I didn't see how he got hurt. I didn't see how he got hurt. I know fantasy owners are like, we need you to get back in the game. I know. All right, for the 20. Stafford in the pocket, gets away from someone, flings it forward, and then Kyron Williams picks up about 8 yards before they call the timeout. Braden says, did you come back in fantasy football, JB? Well, I came back and won, but not my own league. In my own league, it is a big blowout. JB team got embarrassed. JB team got embarrassed. And I hate the fact that it happened to the person who I consider my biggest rival, because it is so difficult for some reason to beat this guy. But we got embarrassed. We got embarrassed. When it's all said and done, he might have double the points I do. So it's really bad. It's really bad. So many things went wrong today. I mean, he had Saquon Barkley. I had Mark Andrews. And so, and then it kept going. It kept going. It kept going. So terrible. Terrible. And so Braden says, geez. 2nd and 2. Cup goes in motion. They need 12 yards to get into the end zone. 2 for the first. And they're going to pick up the first down there thanks to Cooper Kupp getting 4 yards. He's got 6 catches for 30 yards. 1st and goal coming up. 1st and goal from the Detroit 8-yard lines. Again, his current drive, 7 plays, 62 yards. And a minute 28 time possession off the clock with still 26 seconds left to go. And they've got 1 timeout to work with. Braden says, what a play by Stafford. Simon says, well, hurricane hit Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, U.S. Gulf Coast. I'm sorry, U.S. Gulf, Mexico. And so, oh, man. Yeah, you did mention that that hurricane there. So I got to do some tracking myself. That is major. Braden says, geez. Stafford throws it into the end zone. Incomplete. Incomplete. Way too high. Incomplete. Just want to throw that one away. Felt the pressure coming. Good job. 21 seconds left. You certainly don't want to take a sack. RC says, JB, you're doing tomorrow game too? Yes, I am doing the Jets and 49ers for Monday Night Football. Yes, I will be doing that one. Believe it. And I'm going to be going all in supporting the 49ers. Anything they need from JB, they got it. Absolutely. If JB had the money, I would purchase the New York Jets organization and change their team name to the Pets instead of the Jets. They would be called the Pets. Matthew Stafford, you did what you're not supposed to do. You turned the ball. Did you think you were still playing for the Lions at this point? Are you kidding me? He gift wrapped that one right to him. How do you do that? You're a veteran quarterback. A veteran quarterback. You saw him there. Let's look at the replay here. You're looking at him. You're looking at him. You look. Come on. Come on. Come on. You thought you can get it over his head and put that little touch on it? Come on. Yeah, you messed up. Yeah, you messed up. As RC says, you wasn't really impressed with Caleb Williams. You also felt like the announcers immediately threw shade his way. And so it is just game one. It is just game one. So guys will improve as the season goes on, or at least you want to see them improve as the season goes on. But I mean, oh man, Jared Goff sacked. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. And guess who? Javon Verse Halftime. Halftime. Had to be halftime. Had to be halftime. But yeah, the important part is that they came away with the win. That's the most important part. You know, as the season goes on, he should show some signs of what you drafted him to be. But if it wasn't all there today, that's okay. It's just the first game there. It can get better. It can get better. Let's not forget how Tua looked that first year and stuff like that. But we'll see. Samuel says better movie. Smokey and the Bandit versus Ducks of Hazard. And so you guys let us know. We're gonna go ahead and let the people in the chat go ahead and let us know which one they think is better. So let us know which one. As JB go ahead and get his tablet ready. You guys want to answer the question that Samuel brought first? Which one is better? And why is Dukes of Hazards? All right, so time for JB to get the old tablet working. It's always acting so difficult. All right, let's see. And what an eventful day it has been today. But man, that was a big interception by Matthew Stafford there. And then, I mean, Jared Goff right now, 7 to 10 for 75 yards here at the half. No touchdowns, no interceptions. So defenses are playing very well in this one. They're playing very well in this one. We'll see if the second half is a tale of a different story, though. All right, so let JB get this tablet set up. All right. All right, so I've got my tablet here. And let's dive into it one at a time. All right, so we'll start obviously going back to earlier in the week. Lewis says, come on, not impressed. RC says, Stafford, is you serious? Cuz you say, Staff, no, bruh, you didn't. Tell me you did not just do that. All right, so we'll start obviously with the first game that took place with the opener, in which obviously, I did do the play-by-play for that one. But the Chiefs, they held on to beat the Baltimore Ravens, and the Ravens, they tried towards the end. Isaiah Likely put in a great effort for that catch, but ultimately that toe was on the line, so they were not able to have the chance to tie it. Although I thought they were going to go for two, so it would have been interesting to see if they would have got it or not. But ultimately, Kansas City stood firm. Patrick Mahomes, he threw for 291 yards and came out victorious. And Isaiah Pacheco, he had 15 carries, 45 yards, and a touchdown. Xavier Worthy, he had two touchdowns. He had one receiving and he had one rushing. It'll be very interesting to see how Andy Reid, throughout the course of the season, him and Matt Nagy, how they continue to develop ways for him to get into the end zone, because he's got such a unique skill set and they have experience with a guy like Tyreek in the past. So it'll be very interesting to see how they use this young man as he continues to gain more and more confidence. As for Baltimore, Isaiah Likely, he stole the show there. 9 catches, 111 yards, and a touchdown. Meanwhile, Lamar Jackson, he had 122 yards on the ground. He had more carries than Derrick Henry did. He had 16 carries. Derrick Henry had 13 carries for 46 yards and a touchdown in that one. Zay Flowers only had 6 catches for 37 yards. And Lamar Jackson threw the ball 41 times and ended up with 273 yards and a touchdown. But he ultimately missed the biggest play when Zay Flowers was wide open, and it ended up costing them in the end. So the Chiefs won that first matchup. RC says he never seen either. He said, well, I think I saw the movie Dukes of Hazzard remake, but only because of Jessica Simpson. You said she was your type of tea and coffee. Tea and coffee. Yes. Oh, man. All right, so the second game that took place was actually Friday, the game in Brazil between the Packers and the Eagles. And we all know how the game ended with Jordan Love, being injured. And they're saying approximately somewhere between 4 to 6 weeks without him. So Malik Willis will be starting for them in the short term. We'll see how that goes. But they literally traded for him. So let's see what happens. That being said, though, this game here, Saquon Barkley, he really stood out there for the Eagles in his debut. He had 24 carries for 109 yards and 2 touchdowns in that one, rushing wise, and also had 2 receptions for 23 yards and a receiving touchdown. A.J. Brown, or we call him Touchdown Brown. He had 5 catches, 119 yards, and he had a receiving touchdown in that one. Devontae Smith had 7 catches for 84 yards in that one as well. Jalen Hurts finished the night 34 pass attempts, 278 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He was sacked 2 times as well. He ran the ball 13 times for 33 yards. As for the Packers, Jordan Love was 17 of 34, so 50% completion. He threw for 260 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Malik Willis was 0 for 1 when he came into the game towards the very end. Josh Jacobs had 16 carries for 84 yards, including a long 34-yard run. Emmanuel Wilson was a nice, pleasant entry in that one. He had 4 carries for 46 yards. And Jaden Reed, what didn't he do? He had a 33-yard run. He also had 4 catches for 138 yards and a touchdown in that one, including a long 70-yarder. And so Jaden Reed, he was putting in work. I think they even took back a touchdown from him earlier and stuff. But Christian Watson also had a receiving touchdown in that one as well. Eagles won that one 34-29. So now let's get into some of the earlier ones today. So looking at RC says, when Malik Willis is your second option, you didn't plan on the backup position good enough. So I'm trying to think who would be the worst person I can think of that in recent years has been a quarterback. I'll say that kid, what's that guy? Tim Boyle and stuff like that. Tim Boyle is a guy I would never want as a backup on my team because I see no, like everybody else, I can sort of see like why you would play them as a backup, because you're hoping they have some type of potential. But to me, kid came in, no potential, shows nothing, does nothing when he's in there, and he just stalls the offense. He gives nothing at all. And I still don't know how he ends up on NFL teams because to me, he wouldn't even make it in the CFL. He wouldn't make it in the UFL. He wouldn't make it at all. So, but somehow he finds employment. Let's see. RC says, JB would just say this is Zach Wilson's last chance to succeed in the NFL, even though he's behind Bo Nix, a rookie. I wouldn't say it's his last. I mean, if you're talking about being a starter, I would not say it's his last. I wouldn't say it's his last. I think of a guy like Josh McCown. I remember Josh McCown. He was a starter early on for the Cardinals when he replaced Jeff Blake. But then after that first season, ended up being like a journeyman and just being a backup for a long time. I feel like, backup in Miami, backup with the Raiders. He was backing up a lot of people, but he stayed around. And then he started to get a little bit more opportunities. I remember Chicago. He did great with Chicago, but they, for some reason, decided to start Jay Cutler for some reason unknown to mankind, despite the fact that Josh McCown was doing pretty good for them. But they went back to Jake Cutler and ended up losing that game that they needed to make the playoffs because of that stupid decision. But, it happens. So as long as he can hang around, he can find a role. He can find a role. Now, whether or not he ever starts or not, that's just up to fate. But it's not his last chance to at least, continue to collect money in the NFL. Kenneth said, did we find some to rate at halftime? And so, Kenneth, I shut it down since 2 of the 3 raids that we did at halftime, they were not even there. So I told Braden that we're shutting it down and we're going to go through this at halftime. We're going to focus on this. So we're going to go ahead and shut that down there because every time we do it, the person's not there. So therefore, yeah, it was nice, but JB wants to focus on the halftime presentation and stuff like that at halftime. So we're not going to be doing that in the foreseeable future for right now. At some point in the future, when we grow really big, we'll return to it. But for now, it's a sign for JB. It is a sign. RC says, JB, watch footage from back in the day of Henry Burris with the Bears. You say, worst backup you've ever seen in your life. And so I was talking of recent ones here with, hey, there's some pretty bad ones. There's some pretty bad ones. So, but Henry Burris, I'll have to check that out. I will have to check that out. All right, so for the Cardinals versus the Bills earlier, so that one, Arizona got off to a fast start. They got off to a fast start there, but ultimately, the third quarter is what really separated this matchup because the Bills outscored them in the third quarter 14-0, and that ultimately played a big role as Arizona was unable to find Marvin Harrison Jr. wide open into the end zone. I mean, he basically would have been in the end zone wide open if Kyler Murray would have found him. But Kyler Murray was 21 of 31 for 162 yards, 1 touchdown, no interception. He was sacked 4 times today. So some of the quarterbacks that was sacked a lot, he was sacked 4 times. But he did run it 5 times for 57 yards. Today, James Conner, he ran it 16 times for 50 yards and a touchdown. His longest run was 20 yards. He also had 3 catches for 33 yards. Trey Benson had 3 carries for 13 yards in that one. And as for Buffalo, Josh Allen, 18 of 23 today, 232 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. No interceptions. He also had 9 carries for 39 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. So 2 passing touchdowns for Allen, 2 rushing touchdowns as well. James Cook, 19 carries, 71 yards. Ray Davis, the rookie out of Kentucky, he had 3 carries for 13 yards as well in this one. And the rookie wide receiver, Keon Coleman, he had 4 catches for 51 yards, no touchdown. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, Marvin Harrison Jr. only had 1 catch for 4 yards. Wow. 1 catch for 4 yards. I'm flabbergasted. I did not expect that to be the case. Let's see. Samuel says, The Dukes of Hazzard is an American action comedy television series created by Guy Waldron. And so, yep, because I know Mr. JB, he definitely loves Dukes of Hazzard there. My father, he absolutely loves it. So that's why I chose earlier Dukes of Hazzard there for me personally, because a little bit more familiar with that. And aired on CBS from January 26, 1976. I'm sorry, 1979 to February 8, 1985. So a nice 6-year run. 6 years and a month, actually. Kenneth says a bunch of bots was there in all the channels. Can YouTube block them? And so YouTube, you would think that YouTube can, but YouTube really does not, I guess, go out of their way to block. I guess every time they probably come across some that the bots will just keep creating faster than they can get rid of them. So, but that's definitely, I wish they would. I wish they would. That's the reason why now to date, like I do not have it to where anybody can just drop a link. You have to actually be a mod to be able to drop a link because of the fact that they were becoming very problematic. So I done what I could on my end to try to limit it, but those bots, they like, and a lot of times that's how I used to know, like, hey, I had a lot of people coming through because if a bot would come through, that means I was really getting aired on YouTube a lot. So, but yeah, let's see. RC says Caleb Williams stat line today 14 of 30 for 93 yards passing and sacked 2 times today. My thoughts on that one is so, oh man, my goodness. I didn't check the stat line before that, RC, but man, that's bad. That's bad. I mean, he's a rookie, so they probably didn't ask him to do that much. But how did they win the game? Did they run the ball a lot? Because I'm curious. All those receivers that they invested in, and he just came away with 93 yards. This is his first game, though, so I'm not going to hold it too much against him. But at the same time, it's like, I expected better. I expected better. AG says Bears are being overrated, no doubt. So he says overrated, and there's no doubt about it. It looks like JB didn't even get through. I didn't get through most of the games, guys. So I'll just have to quickly go through the score. So the Patriots won 16-10 over the Bengals. Vikings, they defeated the Giants 28-6. Made it look easy. I don't know why the Giants are so committed to Daniel Jones still. Bears beat the Titans 24-17. The Saints, they did it to the Panthers. They did a number on them, 47-10. Meanwhile, to get the third quarter started, it's David Montgomery off the right tackle, and he picks up 2 yards on the play. He's got 10 carries for 37 yards so far in this one today. So third quarter on the way. Pittsburgh, they beat Atlanta. They did it with Justin Fields. I hear it was a field goal contest, so like all field goals, but hey, you take the W. Another running play here for Montgomery. He's going to pick up 4 yards. He's got 11 carries for 41 yards. The Dolphins had to come back there against Jacksonville. They did have to come back in that one, but they did 20-17 to win it late in that matchup. And Houston held off Indianapolis. They won 29-27. RC says special teams, defense, forcing turnovers. That's how they won the game today. Man, that Bears defense, I really regret not drafting the Bears defense, not drafting the Vikings defense. Goff throws it, and it's incomplete. Incomplete. Even if he caught it, he still would have been short. 4th and 4 coming up, and Goff is going to head to the sideline. That time threw it to Jameson Williams, but unable to make the catch. And even if he had, it would not have been enough. Simon says the Dukes of Hazzard's cast. Your friend, John, okay, as Bodug. Okay. So he casted John as Bodug. Awesome. Punts on the way. Oh, is that going to be? Oh, that's a trim. Oh, what are you doing, bruh? What is he doing? It was literally right there. Help the punter out. He did his job. It even stopped bouncing. It was coming back. He did the perfect punt. And what did you do? What did you do? RC says, so Russell Wilson is the backup then? Russell Wilson did not play today. It was like a injury type of thing. He was kind of questionable before the game leading up to it, and they ultimately decided to not play him. But they did already basically say, like, most likely Justin Fields was going to get the start simply because of the injury. So once he's good to go, I'd imagine that they'll return to him simply for the fact that they did not score an offensive touchdown. So they'll probably return back to him. But Russell Wilson, as of right now, is still the starter. RC says you was upset when Miami came back. AG says the NFC North is stacked this year. So, absolutely. RC says, JB, put it this way. They had a critical block punt on Tennessee, which they returned 49 yards for a touchdown score. And so, yes. Wow, that's big. That's Bears football there. That is Bears football. Samuel says John Snyder Studio at Holden, Louisiana. So, okay, Holden, Louisiana. All right, so where am I here? The Chargers beat the Raiders 22-10 in that matchup there. So the Chargers won. Seahawks beat the Broncos 26-20. Dallas beat Cleveland 33-17. Every time I was looking earlier, Deshaun Watson was making mistakes before I took my nap. Tampa Bay won 37-20 over the Commanders. All right, so I finally went through all of it. I tried to go one by one and break it down, but that just took too much time. JB didn't have that much time. Halftime went by fast. Went by pretty fast. All right, so they say that Puka Nacua will not return tonight. He's out for the rest of the game. So anybody that had him in fantasy that was dependent on him, better luck next week. All right, Williams there. on the carry, loses a yard. 2nd and 11 coming up. Samuel says, my car, General Leo 1 from Movie Car 01. All right, shotgun here for the Rams. Again, from their own 19-yard line. Cup goes in motion. Stafford from the shotgun throws it. It's going to be caught by the receiver, but he's going to pick up a yard on the play. Not much there. 3rd down coming up. Again, that was Tyler Johnson with the catch. He's got 2 catches today for 3 yards. So you got to start converting these 3rd downs again. And you also got to know where Aiden Hutchinson is at all times. All right, tight end goes in motion. Stafford dropping back. Stafford looking deep over the middle. Oh, he almost threw a pick. He almost threw a pick. Again, Stafford, what is going on? What is going on? All right, punt is on the way. He's going to return it from his own 37-yard line. Brought down at his own 41-yard line. And that is where the Lions will take over right now with a 10-3 lead here in the 3rd quarter with 12:01 to go. So right now the Lions on top 10-3, 3rd quarter, 12:01 to go. So far in this one, Jared Goff, pretty quiet start to this one, 7 of 11 for 75 yards. All right, let's see. Goff up under center here, got a fullback and a back in the backfield. Hands it to Montgomery, and Montgomery is going to pick up 5 yards on the carry. 2nd and 5 coming up. Gotta love the commitment and the patience that they're showing to continue to utilize that ground game. All right, so AG says that he's excited to see the Jets and Niners tomorrow. So, yeah, good old Monday Night Football. See Rodgers for the first time in a minute on the field. 2nd and 5. Looking on the move, throws it, gets the completion, but picks up perhaps a yard or 2. So 3rd and short coming up, 3rd and 3 from the Detroit 48-yard line. Samuel says this car is a 1969 Dodge Charger General Lee. And so my man Samuel be cruising out here traveling in style. 3rd and 3. 5 seconds on the play clock. They got to hurry up, get lined up. Got to snap it, Just snap it in time. Goff taking a deep shot to a wide open Jameson Williams, who is going to score the touchdown. There is a flag, but will it come back? Will it stand? But Williams, he's feeling good. That's going to be on the defense there. Tre'Davious White, illegal contact. Wow. So how about that touchdown? Yep, they declined the penalty. That's a touchdown. So touchdown, Detroit. So how about that? Hit him with the deep ball. Well, that's going to help the numbers right there for Jared Goff. Currently now 9 of 13 for 129 yards and a touchdown after that big play. And the extra point is good. So Detroit 17, Rams 3. AG said there's only one way to say it. He got cooked. He got cooked. That's big. That's big. That's big. Because right now, Matthew Stafford, he is feeling uncomfortable right now. He lost one of his best weapons out there. Still got Cooper Kupp, though, but man, he's looking a little shaky out there. He should throw an interception on that last one. That should have been picked off on that last one there. Got away with it, but he did throw an interception before the half. Took away points, took away an opportunity to at least tack on 3 more points there. You cannot do that kind of stuff. You just cannot. Not as a veteran. Not as a veteran. You just can't do it. And again, we are here at the commercial now after that touchdown there by Detroit. And now the Rams trying to respond. But Lewis, if you're there, I know you're happy there about that touchdown there. So now Detroit's got 17. So now let's see if the Rams can get things going here offensively. They got to respond. The last thing they want is to give the ball back to Detroit right now. Detroit feeling very confident. Simon says this car is a 1969 Dodge Charger General Lee, the General Lee from the Dukes of Hazard. And so, okay, 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 okay. That was the inspiration, I take it. That was the inspiration. All right, so getting ready for the kickoff here. No return. All right, so down by 2 touchdowns now. It's 17-3. We're in the third quarter. Still plenty of football. Plenty of football. A touchdown can certainly change the momentum here. So let's see if the Rams can put together a drive here or if this Detroit defense will continue their dominance. I'm seeing all these defenses and I'm asking myself, why did I end up with the oh man, just looking at my team. Amara St. Brown's on my team in my fantasy league, but it's not going to matter. I've already lost in that one. Play fake. Gives it to Kyron, who gets brought down. Going to lose some yards there. Lost 3 yards on that catch. Yeah, that time just lost some yards there. Rams offense got to get going in the right direction, but 2nd and 13 here. Receiver goes in motion. They've got 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen here. 5 seconds on the play clock. 2nd and 13 from their own 27-yard line. Get it to Kyron Williams off the right side, and Williams is going to fight to get to the 30-yard line. AG says, man, this line cannot protect. And so facts. And on 3rd and 10, they're going to need some protection. Again, Matthew Stafford, 18 of 29 for 117 yards and an interception. Well, looking at that offensive line, I wish I had known all of this before I chose them to pick to win the game. All right, making adjustments here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. 2 seconds on the play clock. Got to snap it. Quick pass. Caught. Cup. Oh, excellent job there by the receivers to get their blocks in there and allow him to get that first down. Samuel says, it is currently the 3rd quarter. We're in the 3rd quarter right now. 3rd quarter with about 8 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in the 3rd. So, yeah, we're in the 3rd quarter here. So, sorry, 8:25 now in the 3rd. RC says, I'm shocked at the offensive ineptitude from LA. Meanwhile, deep pass, deep catch. Okay. So Cooper Kupp says, hey, don't forget about me. 21 yards there on the play. 8 catches for 64 yards. Let's go. Samuel says, okay, let's go. You definitely want a touchdown now. You certainly want that. Right at the 36-yard line of Detroit. Play fake. Throws it, is completed there to the receiver, and he gets tackled at the line of scrimmage. Again, Tyler Johnson with the catch there. 3 catches for 3 yards. And so RC making that 2nd appearance there. Says oink, oink. Oh, man. He says, JB, I told you I'm in the market for an NFL team. And so that's right. You are in the market for an NFL team. Definitely let it come to you. You'll know when it's the right situation. You'll know when you find that team, whatever team it is. If you choose the team, you'll stay for life. If you choose them because of a player or their record, then you'll end up swapping again later on. But Kyron Williams there, taking on the contact, fight for every yard possible. 3rd and 4 coming up right now for the Rams at the 30-yard line. Johnson goes in motion. They give it to Williams up the middle, and he's going to pick up just a yard there on the carry. So 4th down coming up. I don't like that call there. Do not like that call. But Samuel says soon 108 days until Christmas. So the countdown is real. 108 days until Christmas. Is it time to roll the dice? It looks that way on 4th and 3. All right, so on 4th and 3. 3 seconds on the play clock. Tight end goes in motion. Stafford looking. Stafford throws over the middle. Gets his guy. Gets the first down all the way to the Detroit 15-yard line. And that's Demarcus Robinson. First down. Samuel says, you're ready for Christmas. And so, hey, I'm ready for Christmas, but I also I don't want to skip Thanksgiving. I'm looking forward for Thanksgiving as well. And hey, Halloween means there's candy. So JB likes that. That is so JB's gonna enjoy all of it, because once we get closer to Christmas, that means the NFL season is pretty much, it'll be almost done soon. So sure, I mean, well, just the regular season will be almost done. For some of our teams, that'll be the end. But yes, cannot skip Thanksgiving. All right, so we're currently right now at the commercial due to an injured player for the Detroit Lions. So that's going to stop the clock with 5 minutes and 13 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Let's see. RC says, JB, who made you a Patriots fan? Was it Bledsoe, Brady, or Belichick, or perhaps the winning culture? In all honesty, RC, I chose the Patriots. It was the year that the New England Patriots did not win the Super Bowl because at that time, I was not really following football, so I did not really realize that they had, won the Super Bowl the year prior. But the year that I chose them was the year that Brady did not lead them to the Super Bowl. So Bledsoe had already left, already went to Buffalo, and so Tom Brady and the Patriots, they fell short of making the playoffs. But what made me be a Patriot fan was the last regular season game. It was a snow game, and Adam Vinatieri beat the Dolphins. I lived in Miami, Florida at that time, and I was sick and tired of hearing them talking about the Dolphins and stuff like that. All they was talking about was Ricky Williams. That's all they ever talked about. Ricky this, Ricky that, Ricky, despite the fact the team keep losing. So when the Patriots beat the Dolphins, that's when I chose my team, RC, because I was annoyed with Dolphin fans being surrounded by Dolphin fans. And so it just so happened to be that it was a team in the division, but it honestly could have been any team in that moment. But at that time, I was ready to pick. And I like the fact that, snow game, so team plays in snow and game winning field goal. So I was like, okay, I'm a Patriots fan. So that's how it really started. Then the next year, it was just great. The whole roller coaster of beating the Carolina Panthers in a Super Bowl and that journey and so forth. So that is what I did in terms of like really committing to an NFL team. So that's how it worked out for me. So it was nothing to do with Tom Brady, Bledsoe, Bill Belichick, and stuff like that. It just simply came down to, I guess you could say, Adam Vinatieri, and so that making a game-winning field goal against the Dolphins in the snow that knocked the Dolphins out of the playoff contention. All right, so at the 15-yard line for the Rams, give it to Cooper Kupp. That's what you do. And Cooper Kupp picks up a yard there on the end around there. All right, let's see. Samuel says, yum. And he says, soon, Super Bowl 59. JJ says he's back. AG says Thanksgiving low key could be the best holiday. Some mashed potatoes, gravy, turkey, baked mac and cheese, stuffing. I know I'm stopping by AG's place. I already know that. I already know that. I already know because AG knows what it is. Just go ahead and add that sweet potato pie. We good. Another carry here for Williams. Picks up 3 yards. Now we got 36 coming up. JJ says Brady is the GOAT. Lewis says he needs more points and he needs it now. SCRC says not ahem, butthead Williams. Let's see, you say awesome story, JB. So yes, that's how I ended up choosing them, and that's how I chose basically Ohio State because they beat the Miami Hurricanes in the championship game. So that one was championship game related, but the fact that they beat Miami was really what it came down to. So that's how I chose my teams for football. Now NBA was different. NBA, I was debating because it's like I believe I chose my NBA team a little bit earlier than I chose my NFL teams, but I chose it off of NBA Live, and I told myself I was going to choose the Lakers because Kobe and Shaq, 2 stars, as opposed to Allen Iverson with the 76ers, 1 star. Because I was debating between the 76ers and the Lakers at that time in terms of who was going to be my team. So I could have been a 76ers fan. But ended up being a Laker fan. Yep, and that time tried to get it there to Cooper Kupp. They called offensive pass interference. So 1st and goal here for the Rams. I know Lewis says he'll take that. Samuel says him too. He says him too. JJ says you need 200 more points. Who all you got playing, JJ? All right, first and goal. Stafford up under center. Gonna feed it to Williams, and he's gonna get it in there for a 2-yard touchdown. So the Rams get into the end zone. So Kyron Williams for the score. That drive, 11 plays, 70 yards, 6 minutes and 56 seconds in terms of time possession off the clock. Leslie Archie says, I make a great crunchy and soft stewy potato pecan oven baked casserole. JJ says, you like La Flop? I'll touch on that on the commercial there. I will touch on that. All right, extra point. Good. All right, so we're at the commercial here. So, how does JB feel about LeBron? Well, my brother grew up loving LeBron James and stuff like that. And so he was a LeBron James fan. So not necessarily a Cavaliers fan, but although they rooted for Cleveland, but when LeBron left, he left too and followed LeBron in Miami and then followed him up until he joined the Lakers. That's where he drew the line and was like, all right, Brown, you're on your own. But up until then, he was with LeBron James, being a LeBron fan. Me personally, growing up, I despised him. He was the number one person that I hated in the NBA and stuff like that because I hated the fact that everybody kept comparing him to Michael Jordan rather than comparing Kobe to Michael Jordan. It's like they just skipped him, even though Kobe was clearly better. And so at the time that they were having these comparisons, but they kept talking about LeBron this, LeBron that. And I was over there like, but Kobe's got the rings, Kobe's got the mindset, Kobe's game is a lot more similar and stuff. I was like, why is everybody just skipping over Kobe just to have this conversation about this guy who's joining a super team and stuff like that because he can't win it where he's at down there in Cleveland. So he needs help. So it made me see him as an enemy. I did not want him to win a championship at all. At all. That first year when they joined in Miami and they lost in the championship, that made JB so happy. Made JB so happy. Then the following year, I was so mad when they actually won. I was mad at Oklahoma City. I was really mad at them. So it was a big dislike, big dislike. When he joined my team, I was a little annoyed, but at the same time, I realized we needed somebody to come and join us because like nobody was coming to play for the Lakers at that time. So I was like, you know what? I'll put the beef aside and stuff like that. Obviously rooting for his success, but would never classify myself as a LeBron fan. Just couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. RC says the pain you would have experienced as a 76ers fan going forward. And so I made the right choice avoiding that. I made the right choice avoiding that. But it would have been cool to have a little Allen Iverson, jersey and stuff like that, but certainly not regretting at all, seeing much better times with the Lakers, much better times. All right, she says, finally some points. Yes, the score is 17-10 as we're at the commercial here. Lewis says, yes, let's go. RC says, JB, my Indiana won in overtime tonight, 104-100. They beat the Dream. And so speaking of the Dream, I remember I had one guy reach out to me on LinkedIn who's like he's like the VP of not VP. I don't think he was the VP, but he's like the director of like the ticket sales and stuff. Reached out to me, I think like a year or two ago, asked me if I wanted to work for the Dreams and sell tickets, and I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good because I know the pay is not that high. But if the pay was good, I would have did it. If the pay was good, I would have did it. All right, so you got Laporta and you got Golf. The good thing for you is that if Laporta gets a touchdown, obviously that means Golf's going to benefit as well. But yeah, so just don't do too much damage because I'm going against Laporta and he's the only guy I'm going against that's still playing. All right, so Golf from his own 30-yard line. Laporta goes in motion. Play fake. Throws it short. Going to pick up a couple yards here. They got Laporta out there blocking. You might want to ask him to stop having Laporta block to help you out there. JJ, let's see. RC says, JB, I don't know if you're hearing the news, but people are saying that Angel Reese was and is bitter, mad, and angry she's going to lose the Rookie of the Year. So allegedly she faked her injury. I did not hear that, but come on, that's outrageous, right? Like that's got to be too outrageous to have any merit to it. It's got to be too outrageous to have any merit to it. Meanwhile, Jahmyr Gibbs, 3 yards there on the left end. So now we're looking at the 3rd and 5 here from Detroit's own 35-yard line. If you're the Rams and you can get a stop, you get the ball back. If you're Detroit, you got to get this first down. Lewis says he don't like longevity, but if he would have stayed in Cleveland, he'd be more respected. And so, yeah, I mean, if he'd have stayed in Cleveland, I personally wish that Melo never left the Nuggets, because Melo with the Nuggets was the most exciting version of him, in my opinion. Although I did have an appreciation that he did go to the New York Knicks and teamed up with Stoudemire, but I do wish that Melo would have been able to work things out down there in Denver because they had a pretty solid squad back then. Pretty solid squad. That's why his jersey didn't get retired, his jersey number. That's why he didn't get retired. But a lot of wishes, a lot of wishes. Absolutely. But yeah, if he'd have stayed in Cleveland and did everything that he's accomplished, now over there, purely over there, yeah, people would be talking different about him. They'd be talking different about him. Samuel says, RIP, your brother is James Allen Priest. You say born September 17, 1976 and died January 20, 2017. And so, oh man, yes, RIP. Sorry to hear that, Samuel. Sorry to hear that. RIP indeed. Oh man. Yeah, so RIP for him. I know that had to be extremely hard, Samuel. Extremely hard. You said your brother's a big fan of the Saints, and so, oh, that's awesome there. Okay, okay. So I know he had to be happy back when Sean Payton and Drew Brees brought home that championship, and so I know you guys had to celebrate like there was no tomorrow that year. I remember that because that was after the whole Hurricane Katrina incident at that time. So it was big for the city, big for the community. There was a lot on that one. Reggie Bush, Deuce McAllister, all those guys, Joe Horn, they put it together. They put it together, beat Indianapolis, had that surprise onside kick, I believe, as well. JJ says he's also got Gibbs and Montgomery. You drafted the entire Detroit team. You drafted the entire Detroit team. Le JB, le no. No, it'd be more like le RC. All right, let's see. RC says, JB, in these YouTube streets, our names are like golden integrity. That's why I'm careful about just arguing with other content creators. He says, sometimes if I disagree, I won't say anything because, again, or so, okay, so I guess you're still typing there, but yeah, absolutely. Again, still at the commercial here with a minute 31 to go here in the third quarter. So still third quarter, a minute 31 to go. Both teams scored in the third quarter. The Lions are up 17-10. So they're up 17-10, but we'll see what the Rams can do to try to tie this up. All right, so you didn't get Amon-Ra St. Brown. All right, so Stillman says, oh, so your brother died at the age of 40. So, oh man, age of 40. So RIP. RIP. But appreciate you for sharing that with us, Samuel. And I know that had to be tough. Still tough. Still tough. You say again, you say again, because again, our names are our brands and we can't get back our reputations. You say, when I disagree with a content creator, if ever, I just say nothing and enjoy the show and keep it moving. I wonder how many times RC has sat over there and says, you know what? I disagree with what JB is saying, but you know what? I'm not going to mention it. But I understand that. And that's absolutely true. That's absolutely true. Absolutely true. I try to, always remember, of course, we all got our own opinions and stuff. And that's what I really like about my channel is the fact that everybody is very respectful of everybody else's, opinion, everybody else's favorite team, all of that. All right, so here goes the Rams. Stafford looking, throws it short. Johnson gets away. Johnson running. Johnson, made the safety run into his own guy. Johnson still running, stiff arming, running, protect the ball from behind. He did it all. I really thought 44 was going to knock that ball out from behind on that chase, but man, how many yards is that? That's like 63 yards. Wow. They say big time players make big time plays. Let's see. You said you got a TD today? RC says, JB, some of these people lives for mess, beef, and side dramas with other creators. And so, yeah, absolutely. I know exactly what you mean. Exactly what you mean. And I'm like, why? I'm like, there's no need to do that. There's no need to do that. There's no need to do that. But we're at the end of the third quarter with the score Lions 17, Rams 10. So they've combined for 27 points. So Lewis, they're at 27, and you said the over-under was at 49, correct? Got some work to be done. You might need a little overtime. Not gonna lie, you might need some overtime, but it's still gonna need some scoring in this one. JJ says you got Diggs and Jefferson and Evans in 2 leagues. Lewis says, let's go. Samuel says that your brother died at Vanderbilt Hospital in Nashville, Tennessee. Oh man. Oh man, Vanderbilt down there in Nashville, Tennessee. So again, sorry to hear that. Let's see. RC says, not you, JV. I'm talking about other women's basketball content creators or like biblical based brothers creator channels, stuff like that. And so, yeah, I was just messing with you there. Just messing with you there. And so, yeah. So Lewis says he wants OT. He wants JBOT. He's calling it early. We usually get that started about at least halfway through the fourth, but he's calling it now. RC says, you was in this brother's channel and he was degrading Reese like crazy. And you was like, yeah, let me get up and get out of this chat. And you just left. And so, oh man, what was he? I mean, I'm not going to ask what he was saying and stuff like that, but man, that's like, at the end of the day, I mean, it's about like anytime that JB is critical, I make sure it's not personal. Always make sure it's not personal, and especially degrading someone and stuff like that. That's just not something that you do. That's just not something that you do. But absolutely, certainly understand that. And hey, you did the right thing. You did the right thing. You did the right thing. But yeah, some of them they live for the chaos. JJ says, "Good thing I didn't start Burrow and Chase today." And so, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, that would have been bad. Because Christian Gonzalez locked up Chase. So Samuel says that your brother funeral was in Mississippi. And so, okay, so y'all went from Nashville, Tennessee to Mississippi to hold the funeral there back in 2017. So, okay. And again, our condolences there. And I know that it's been a tough road there. That's just one of those things that you live with because it's just something you always carry in your heart. But I'm sure there's tons and tons and tons of great memories. And so, and I'm pretty sure every year once it reaches that mark, you do something to just always celebrate the good times and to remember him. So of course, we're always here for you, Samuel. Always here for you. We are always here for you. RC says Samuel, his condolences and prayers. Laney sends prayers as well. Braden says, sorry, Samuel. RC says, case in point, JB, like I would have said something. You said, don't disrespect Angel Reese like that, but all he would have said, also all he would have did was say mods block him. And so I got you. I got you. I got what would have gone on there. So that's how they control really the message. Control the message to where it's just one side. Everybody's saying the same thing. Somebody says something that or somebody says something that they don't agree with, remove them. I got you. But again, yeah, definitely prayers for Samuel. Samuel says, thank you all. JJ says, sorry, Samuel. All right, so they're at the 1 yard line right now. The Rams can really tie this one up. Johnson goes in motion. It's a run play. Taken on the contact. He tried to get it, couldn't get it. Couldn't get it. Williams wants another carry. He wants another carry. Picked up no yards on the play. He tried his best to fight there, but just too many Lions around him. RC says he is a Caitlin Clark fan, and it's like he's over the top with it. You say he be looking to see where she goes. When she leaves the arena, he is just creepy, but he tries to act really, really street. And so, oh, man. Oh, wow, look at that. Touchdown. So that is a touchdown for the Rams. But wait a minute. There is a penalty here. Let's see what the penalty is before they celebrate. But, man, that's like, yeah, I get it, because I always dislike when it's like if you support somebody, that's awesome. You know, if you have a favorite player, but I wish that some would get away from the fact that in order for one to be great, you have to trash the other. We can literally live in a world where both can be great. You know, both can be great. They have their own styles. You don't like one person's style. I get it. I get it. But yeah, that penalty is going to bring it back. That penalty is going to bring it back. So again, fourth quarter with 13:24 to go. Lions up 17-10. JJ says it won't hurt him. Samuel says thank you, JB. And so of course, you're welcome. Williams carries it for about 3 yards on the play. Third and goal coming up from the Detroit 8-yard line. Big third down here. JJ says me and RC are the same. Lewis says punch it in. He wants a touchdown. He's like, stop playing. RC says, JJ, was it is LOL? All right, third and goal. 12:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. The Rams down by a touchdown with an opportunity to get a touchdown. They can get 7 yards. Shotgun formation. 5 seconds on the play clock. Receiver goes in motion. Snaps the ball. Detroit bringing pressure. Stafford looking. Throws up a rainbow there. And that's going to be incomplete. But there's a flag. There's a flag. RC says penalties. Why? Lewis says, come on. What's good, Randy? He says, JB on the train. Okay, what's good with you? What's good with you? All right, let's see. So they call offensive holding there. So that was offensive holding, and was it ever offensive holding there? Trying to keep back Hutchinson there. So they're gonna have to go for the field goal. They're gonna have to go for the field goal here. And again, Joshua Carter, the rookie kicker, he made his first one for 41 yards. Let's see if he can convert on this one. Here in the fourth quarter with 12 minutes and 35 seconds to go. That's one that they literally had a touchdown, but it was called back due to a penalty. They literally had your points, Lewis. 26-yard field goal attempt here. All right, let's see if he can tack this on from 26 yards. The rookie kicker here for the Rams. A lot of frustration right there on Matthew Stafford's face there. He knows that they had a touchdown, but it was called back. But now, Cardi lining up for the kick. Snap is good. Hold is good. And the kick is also good. So tack on 3 more points there for the Rams. And the score is Detroit 17, Rams 13 here in the fourth quarter with 12:32 to go. RC says, JB, it's a lot of fan channels for Caitlin. He said, I only like one of the people that talk about her on here. And so, man, only one? That must mean that the rest of them are following, I guess, the same trend. Randy says, JB, on a train and your YouTube TV keeps going out, but thanks for the updates on the cornfield. And so, of course. And as the game continues to go on, I'll focus more and more on the action that is transpiring. But of course, you be safe on them trains. I tell you what, though, don't nobody ride that Florida State train, though, because that Florida State football program train ain't going nowhere this year. JJ says, I just need the Lions to get the ball back. And so let's see. Lewis says, geez. And again, we're right now currently at the commercial, so we're not missing anything. Randy says, right, bro, JB. And so my boy JB got you. JJ says, I need Laporta and Gibbs. And so I hope Gibbs gets it for you. My opponent has Laporta, so if you can focus on Gibbs, that'd be great. Randy says, great job. Appreciate that. And just a reminder, JB will be doing Monday Night Football tomorrow, the Jets and the 49ers. I'll be streaming that one. And you know your boy's going to be rooting for the 49ers in that one. I'm a Patriots fan, so ain't no way I'm rooting for the Jets. Just ain't no way. That's not happening. It would take a lot for me to root for the Jets. All right, JJ says, let me see where I'm at. He said, JB, I'm with you. And Samuel says, good, great football now. Yes, this is it. This is what you hope for. You really hope for it. And every time I do stream a game, I do hope that in the fourth quarter, we're in a situation like this where it's close. Like, okay, 17-13. Obviously, the Rams are going to come out and kick the ball here. We know for Detroit, they have the lead here. They've shown a commitment to running the ball, but Jameson Williams had a big-time play as well, so they can easily sneak up and get you one. Let's see how it goes. Randy says that Florida State needs Dion, and he needs them. That's a fact. I would really love to see that. You think that the recruiting looks good now? Let them go to Florida State and stuff like that. I'm telling you, a lot more people will be joining Florida State. It would be fun to see. Because this ain't it for Florida State. This ain't it. Every coach they bring in, it's a fail. JJ says, you got your Niner gear ready? All right, so they run the ball on first down here. Ooh, look at that hit. So Jahmyr Gibbs back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. 2nd and 10 coming up from the Detroit 30-yard line. So the fourth quarter, Detroit throughout the entire game has consistently been looking to run that football. So they're going to continue to keep that same game plan there. All right, 2nd and 10, shotgun. Tight end goes in motion. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Up, we got a penalty. Here. False start. Backs him up 5 yards. Now we're looking at 2nd and 15 for the Lions from their own 25-yard line thanks to that penalty. RC says, JB, my chicken is so good it makes you want to headbutt a gorilla. You might want to stay away from that. All right, so 5 yards backed them up. Again, 17-13 is the score. The Detroit Lions right now leading here in the fourth with 11:52 to go. Got to find a way to keep getting some first. Goff drops back, throws it. It is completed. And that is completed to Sam Laporta, the former Iowa Hawkeye. He picks up 9 yards on the play. 3rd and 6 coming up from the Detroit 34-yard line. So they need 6 yards to get the first down. All right, here in the shotgun. 11:25 to go in the 4th. Again, they're up by 4, 17-13. This is a big down. Goff gets the snap. Goff looking. Goff in the pocket. Goff for the run. Goff turning on the Jets, and he gets the first down. I didn't know he had it in him. But he got the first down there on the ground. 11:05 to go here in the 4th. Big time play. I really thought that they were going to get him before he got that first down when he first initially decided to take off there. But luckily for him, he was able to outrun number 37. Big time play, first down. Goff up under center. Got 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back from their own 42-yard line. Receiver goes in motion. Play fake. Throws it. It is completed to Jameson Williams again. He's at the 40. Goes out of bounds about the Rams' 32-yard line. And so Williams having himself a game. He's already got 4 catches for 116 yards and a touchdown in this one. So Detroit moving the football. And the Rams, they have to respect that ground game because Detroit's done such a good job at continuously running the ball. Even if you're not breaking 10, 15 yards each time, as long as you're getting decent yardage and stuff, and occasionally getting some 5, 6 yardage there, you make the defense have to pay attention. Now, multiple tight ends on the play. Multiple tight ends here. Got a fullback, got a back in the backfield. They give it to Jahmyr Gibbs, and Jahmyr Gibbs off the center and guard. Going to pick up 7 yards on the carry. He's got 8 carries for 28 yards and a touchdown. 2nd and 3 at the Rams' 25-yard line here. So 9:45 to go here in the 4th. So 2nd and 3. So if you are Detroit, it makes a lot of sense to continue to keep running there. You see Gibbs in there because they used David Montgomery earlier to wear down the defense here. And this is exactly why you do that, for a guy who's shifty like Gibbs to go out there and to pick up these yards here when it matters the most. So you run the clock, get your team in position to add to your score. And let's see. They line up in 5 wide. Gibbs is lined up in a slot. Got some movement here. So got some movement. That's a false start on the offense. That is not what you needed. That is not what you needed. Everything is going good and you get a false start. RC says the Rams offense is driving you up a wall. JJ's dominating somebody in fantasy right now. All right, so that penalty backed them up 5 yards there, and that was on the center. False start for the Detroit Lions there, Frank Ragnar. So let's see how they rebound. 2nd and 8 with 9 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in the 4th. Again, at the Rams' 30-yard line. Up 17-13. 5 seconds on the play clock. Goff looking. Throws it over the middle. And wasn't picked off. Wasn't picked off. Did he throw a pick? He threw a pick. Oh, my goodness. At a very ill-advised time, he threw a pick. He threw a pick. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Wow. JJ says, oh, my gosh, bro. Let's see. Braden says, Florida State is basically TCU from last year. Oh, my goodness. What a costly interception that was. JJ said, give it to Gibbs. Braden says, wow, JJ. And just look at that. Very unfortunate there for them. Samuel says, tomorrow night game, the Jets versus the 49ers. Next live stream. That's right. Start time says 8:20. That's right. 8:20 Eastern time. JB will be live streaming the Jets and the 49ers. And they're checking that replay there just to, ensure he did get that interception. JJ says, let's go. Let's go. He says he's getting more points. Again, 4th quarter at 9:09 to go. Lions up 17-13. He says, Braden, that's going to be a catch slogan. Randy said he can run. Lions are hungry. Let's see. RC says, JB about Dion, don't nobody take this the wrong way. Okay, the wrong way, but I'm starting to feel like his only true mission at Colorado is to help his kids get to the NFL. Why he refuses to build a team across the board. Now they're still checking his replay here. Okay, so they're past the replay. That's good. So at the 20-yard line for the Rams, their own 20-yard line after that interception, Stafford throws it, completed the Cooper Kupp. He picks up 7 yards, takes it to the Rams 27-yard line with 9:05 to go here in the fourth quarter. Big turnover there. Big turnover. Braden says yes, RC. AG says yes. He says it's like Prime doesn't want to fill the necessary holes in his team. JJ says, wow, thanks, Jared Goff. Again, 2nd and 3 now. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back from their own 27-yard line. 2nd and 3. 8 seconds on the play clock. Tight end goes in motion. Stafford going to throw it to the tight end. Tight end's going to make the catch, but he will be short of the first down marker. Picked up 2 yards. Kobe Parkinson so far in this one, 4 catches for 47 yards, 8:24 to go here in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 1 coming up for the offense. Can the Rams get a first down? They trail right now 17-13 in this one. JJ says, wow, thanks, Jared Goff. Jared Goofy. Braden says, I'm way behind. LOL, this is different. And so I try to make it to where if anybody's going to be behind, I'd rather be the one behind because it's just, a lot better for you guys to actually see it first. Cup goes in motion. Stafford throws it, gets the completion. He just bulleted that one in there. Picks up 13 yards and a first down. Big time play. 7:35 to go here in the fourth quarter. The Rams desperate for a touchdown. You got to make this one count. Throws it short. It's caught by Cooper Kupp, but tackled immediately, and so he's going to be a no yards gain on that play. Let's see. RC says yes. INT. Braden says JB can see the future just for the night. AG said let's go Rams. JJ says I've been telling them to give it to Laporta and Gibbs, and so they've been ignoring you. 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 10. Cooper Kupp goes in motion. Again, no Puka Nacua in this one. He got hurt earlier. He's out the rest of this one. Johnson goes in motion. Matthew Stafford throws it over the middle, gets the completion. His receiver is going to be a yard shy of that first down marker. Again, that was Demarcus Robinson with the catch. Picked up 9 yards. 6:35 to go here in the fourth quarter with a 3rd and 1. If you want overtime, put JBOT in the chat if you want this one to go to overtime. Feeds it to the back. And so Kyron Williams picks up 2 yards on the carry. He's got 15 carries for 40 yards and a touchdown today. 6:08 to go here in the fourth. In order for it to go to overtime, the most likely scenario is that we would need the Rams to score, and then we would need the Lions to kick a field goal. All right, 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line of the Detroit Lions. Play fake, and Matthew Stafford looking for to take a deep shot. And, did he make the catch? Did he get it in bounds? Was it out of bounds? Oh, what a play. And only Cooper Kupp could do such a thing. Now, let's check that replay because that's some tight footwork. I mean, let's see. The catch, the toe drag, sir. I mean, it was everything there. Oh, my goodness. Big time play there by Cooper Kupp. He's got 12 catches today for 96 yards. Cooper Kupp making us plays. Now, Kyron Williams running up the middle for 5 yards. Samuel says, sad hurt, 9/11. Never forget Memorial on date. That's right, 9/11. And it's just a few days from now. Just a few days from now. So absolutely never forget 9/11 and what transpired. Absolutely. I did think about that earlier, Samuel. I did think about that earlier. All right, but Rams with the football, 2nd and 5. Stafford feeling the pressure, avoids a guy, throws it, gets the completion. I didn't know Stafford had that in his repertoire to make somebody miss like that. I know that defender is hurt. He's hurt. RC wants OT. AG says a catch, and he says the Rams are cooking. So that was a big time play by Stafford. First to avoid the edge rusher, and then to make that pass to the sideline. This current drive, 9 plays, 71 yards, 4 minutes and 34 seconds in terms of time possession off the clock, and there's exactly 4 minutes and 35 seconds left in this one. Now Cooper Kupp goes in motion. Play fake. Stafford going to throw it to Cooper Kupp. And Cooper Kupp is going to do Cooper Kupp type things. And he's going to score a touchdown for the Rams to give the Rams their first lead since the first quarter. Let's go. Let's go. Cooper Kupp, 13 catches, 105 yards, and a touchdown from Matthew Stafford. That means Detroit, you need to respond. But the Rams, they did what they had to do. There's still 4 minutes and 30 seconds, and both teams have all 3 timeouts, so there's still plenty of time in this one. JJ says he's beating another guy 134-99. RC says, nice, super nice catch, Kupp. Kupp is saying, hey, I am still that guy. He says he's built like this. Extra point is up. Extra point is good. AG says, let's go Rams. JJ says, you have Kupp on the bench. What? Oh, man, I wonder how many people you have in your league right now, JJ, because that's just too much talent you've got in your team. And so Lewis has a touchdown. There it is. That puts us at 37 total points. And I know the over-under was at 49 points. So you need more. You need more. I got you. We need more. He'll drink to that. RC says, yeah. And so let's see. Brandon says fantasy points. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, I do not want to see that one. But so basically, this one is, I may have lost one of my fantasy leagues, but the other one that I'm in that I really care about, the money league, that one is looking good. And now I got to check my ESPN one because I really did not check my ES. I did not check the one that I'm in for Ryzen Rhino. But we're currently right now at the commercial, so not missing anything. You say it was between Diggs, Jefferson, and Evans, and so you got a lot of like too much talent on one team. You need more guys in your fantasy league, and so you can feel the pain that the rest of us have, where it's like 16 people, so that the talent gets spread out and stuff like that. Because that's just too much talent right there for one team, including Kupp. Samuel says, "Let's go Rams." Let's go Rams. Okay. RC says, JB, this game is good, man. And so, yes. And so, especially the second half there, we finally got a little bit more offense in the second half there, but it's had some of everything from Cooper Kupp for the Rams. And on the Detroit side, it has not been Amon-Ra St. Brown. It has been Jameson Williams. And so, should JB be concerned about his fantasy team a little bit? But yes, what a game. And you know what? The best part is ahead of us. We're going to see how this one plays out. Can Detroit respond? Even if it is just a field goal, they have to respond with something. Let's see. You said there is 15. So there's 15 people in your league, you're saying. 15 people in your league, and you end up with all of those players in a 15-person league? Again, how do you leave Cooper Kupp open? I have no clue. All right, kickoff went away. Once again, no return. So 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Detroit down 20-17. At one point in time, they were up 17-3. They were up 17-3 at one point in time. He says he got Mixon. Okay. JB got him in one of his leagues. All right, shotgun for the Rams, and Goff throws it, gets the completion. Speaking of Brown, he picks up 5 yards. He's got only 3 catches for 13 yards so far today. All right, Goff up under center. 2 tight ends on the play, 2 receivers. Montgomery in the backfield at their own 35-yard line. Laporta goes in motion. Play fake. Pass rush. Hit. Oh, he took a hit. Jared Goff took a hit. He took a hit. Sammy says tomorrow, September 9th. Yep, Monday, September 9th. AG says, bro, it's drafting with people who don't watch football. And so I'm trying to think, how is that even possible? Like, that, I'm really trying to figure out how is that possible, because that's just too much there. And so that has to be the way. That has to be the way there. And so let's see. RC says, who, me? And so talking about JJ, fantasy team. Oh my, he almost threw an interception. Goff almost threw another interception. Oh my goodness. But 4th down is coming up. He almost threw an interception. I need to be in JJ's league is what I need. Oh my goodness. We went up there. He elevated. He went up there. But didn't come down with it. But it's still going to bring up 4th down. It's still going to bring up 4th down. Wow. Punts on the way. You said you mean AG? All right, let's see. Braden says almost picked. You say one person that's Chase and Devontae. AG says no. Braden says I'm behind him again, and so now he can see the future. Well, it was nice while it lasted, but now we're at the commercial after that punt there. So the LA Rams will take over from their own 11-yard line. So your own 11-yard line. Can you put together a game-sealing drive? You're already up by 3 points, and you have certainly scored 17 points unanswered. So do you have any more points in you to try to ice it? And so JJ says Smith. Samuel says NFL team 2 Super Bowl. Who's going to win the Super Bowl? And so, man, those early Super Bowl projections. And so if I had to project in terms of who's going to actually win the Super Bowl this year, I got to say for right now, I got to go with the Chiefs until I can see a team that I identify that's going to be able to take them down. As much as JB does not want the Chiefs to win, simply for the fact that I don't want them to be the team to get 3 in a row. But right now, I have to say them. I mean, anything else? I mean, the NFC is very possible. Yeah, I'm going to stick with the Chiefs for now. I'm going to stick with the Chiefs for now. I'm going to stick with them for now until further notice. RC says, LOL, I'm going to start calling Braden Marty McFly. And again, we're still right now at the commercial, so we're not missing any of the action. Currently at the commercial, there's still 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go. The Rams are up 20-17. And as soon as the game resumes, I will get back to that. JJ said he's on his villain arc right now. He says the Ravens. Randy says the Raiders. The Raiders. Oh, man. Now that, I'd like to see that, Randy. I would like to see the Raiders get there. I mean, it's been a hot minute for the Raiders. Got to go back to the Rich Gannon era. It's been a hot minute. That would be fun. Let's see. RC says Titans. Samuel says it's going to be the Saints. It's going to be the Saints. RC said Panthers, really? Really? Lewis says the 49ers. AG says Panthers to the Super Bowl. All right, so we're back to the action here. From their own 11-yard line, the Rams right now with the football. Cooper Kupp goes in motion. Matthew Stafford drops back, throws it short, over the middle. It is completed to Cooper Kupp. He picks up 5 yards on a play. 2nd and 5 at the Rams' 16-yard line with 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. If you're the Rams, you want that clock to keep running, and you want to keep picking up first downs in the process here. If you can put together a nice drive and just continue to milk that clock, ultimately either ends in points or this clock running out, that is your goal. That is your goal. 3:38 to go here in the fourth quarter. And notice as they break the huddle with about 10 seconds on the play clock here. So they're certainly not going to snap it too early. But again, they realize a 3-point lead is nothing. Stafford throws it. Incomplete. Incomplete. Rams wanted a penalty, but no penalty. RC says Commanders for the chip. JJ says you're aiming for 200. How much more you need now? RC says, look what Samuel started. JJ says in your league aiming for 200. He says soon, next year, 2025. All right, here we go, 3rd and 5. So big third down right here for the Rams. Stafford looking. Stafford throws it, gets the completion. That's a first down thanks to his forward progress. Demarcus Robinson with the 6-yard catch. He's got 4 catches for 42 yards so far today, but that was a big one. That was a big one. Let's see. RC says, let's see this dot in Detroit make this game save and stop or else. JJ says 70 points. And let's see. RC says almost picked. Ooh, that was close. Uh-oh, he must be ahead. Nope, it's a running play. And, oh, man, Williams going to lose some yards on the play. So he's going to lose about 2 yards on the play. Timeout's called by Detroit, their first timeout. And again, the Rams up 20-17, but Detroit called a timeout. When we come back, it's Rams with the football facing a 2nd and 12 from their own 20-yard line here in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes and 31 seconds remaining. Randy says Stafford is saying, this my house, the house that I built, laid every foundation and brick, the house of Stafford. RC says, let's go Matthew Elway. You say, I mean, Matthew Stafford. Look at that. My man just putting on display. Cooper Kupp, 14 catches for 110 yards and a touchdown. And I know my man's not done yet. I know he's not done yet. But 2 minutes and 31 seconds left to go. Detroit has a 2-minute warning, and they've got 2 timeouts to work with. The Rams from their own 20-yard line. Shotgun formation here. They're going to have to give Stafford some time. But if you're Detroit, you need Hutchinson and company to create havoc. They're going to stop the play as a penalty here. False start. So false start on the offense. Backs them up. You have got to play with your head. What is going on? Like the lack of discipline. You know how important this is. The last thing you need is to make it a 2nd and 17. You're trying to do your defense a solid, and you're trying to close it here, and you do something like that. Insane. And so you say the Saints won the Super Bowl in 2010, some years ago. JJ says you're destroying everybody. And so Dr. Barry, what's good with you? Glad to see you back. And he says the Lions are cheeks. And look at that carry right there for 7 yards by Kyron Williams, who now has 18 carries for 50 yards in this one and a rushing touchdown. And so that makes third down more manageable there. He picked up 7 yards. There's 2 minutes and 26 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter of play. He did step out of bounds, though. Did step out of bounds. So with 2:26 on 3rd and 10, and the Detroit fan trying to get their defense that extra energy, and Lewis says he needs a pick 6. All right. 2 seconds on the play clock. Shotgun formation, snaps the ball. Detroit sends 4. Stafford steps up, throws this one just a little too high for Cooper Kupp. He tried to find Cooper Kupp there. He wishes he can get that one back, but that one is incomplete. So the Rams will have to punt the ball with a 3-point lead here in the 4th quarter with 2 minutes and 21 seconds left to go. Man. Let's see. RC says, Samuel, that was a brilliant championship win. Randy says Detroit will win the North easily this year, and if they can get home field advantage in the playoffs, maybe the Super Bowl. All right, punt, gets it from his own 28-yard line. Tripped up at his own 31. So that is where Detroit will take over from their own 31-yard line, thanks to the return by Caleb Raymond for 3 yards. So trailing by 3 points, 20-17. You've got 2 timeouts. You got the 2-minute warning here. You got, obviously, Jameson Williams just having himself a game today. Already 4 catches, 116 yards. You haven't really utilized too much. Use Brown or either Laporta as much as you probably can. So you got a lot of weapons to work with. And of course, you still got Gibbs out the back. Let's see what they ought to do from their own 31-yard line. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. They snap the ball. It's a draw play for Gibbs. And Gibbs is going to fight forward to pick up 5 yards on the carry. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute mark. So at the 2-minute mark, it is Rams 20, Lions 17. And when we come back, they're going to be facing a 2nd and 5 from Detroit's own 36-yard line. All they need is a touchdown to win it and a field goal to tie it. Let's see. RC says, you love Drew Brees in New Orleans, all-time great quarterback. You say you don't think New Orleans will replace him easily. They still haven't really. And so, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, let's see. JD says Gibbs touchdown. So you're projecting a Gibbs touchdown here. Okay. All right, here we go. And again, 2-minute mark here. So 2-minute mark. All right, let's see. Randy says go Lions. Let's see. RC says big 3rd down. JB and I'm behind. And so you're behind here, you think? And so interesting how that works. But yeah, so now literally the 2-minute offense, starting point 36-yard line for Detroit, their own 36-yard line. So far, Jared Goff 14 of 21 for 176 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception so far in this one. They've utilized the ground game a lot, but with 2 minutes left to go, they're going to have to utilize that pass. All right, let's see. RC says that this game is tighter than some fugitive handcuffs. And so, oh man, RC, I would have never thought to think of that. But it makes perfect sense, though. It makes perfect sense. All right, JJ says R. Laporta. All right, let's see. Samuel says Chiefs will win Super Bowl 58 championship 2024. 49ers versus Chiefs 22-25 final. So, okay. That'd be another heartbreaker right there if that were to happen for the 49ers faithful. They would not be able to stomach that again. Let's see. It just says you're predicting the Rams stop and a Rams victory. Okay. We'll be getting back from the commercial here now. So let's see if that happens. AG, let's see. All right. 2nd and 5. Brown goes in motion. Goff looking. Goff throws it. Completed to Sam Laporta for the big 1st down. But wait a minute. There's a penalty. So let's see what the officials are going to say here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ooh. So unnecessary roughness there. Oh my goodness. Look at that. You see the contact there, helmet to helmet. Unnecessary roughness there called. Wow. So you just not only did you give up the big play, but you also tacked on 15 more yards for him. You basically say, hey, how about I help you guys out? So you get an opportunity to perhaps even get a touchdown. And if not, you don't have to worry because you're already basically in field goal range. That was, oh my goodness. All right, 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line of the Rams now. Goff throws it short, caught by Gibbs. Gibbs picks up 8 yards with the reception. He's got 3 catches for 24 yards today. So getting that passing yardage in there. Right, sorry if I'm a little bit behind there in the comments, guys. JJ says Ravens and Lions. All right, 1:30 to go. 2nd and 2. Again, with the Rams up 20-17. 10 seconds to go. All right, here in the shotgun, Williams goes in motion. Goff looking. Goff throws it. Oh, incomplete. Tried to get it to Gibbs there. Incomplete. 3rd and 2 coming up. So 1:06 to go here in the 4th. Let's see. AG says, oh no, that penalty hurts. So yeah, that after that incompletion, now 3rd and 2 for the Lions with 1:06 to go here in the 4th quarter. So big 3rd down right here. Big 3rd down. Laporta goes in motion. It's a run play to the right side. And Gibbs gets the 1st down. Picked up 4 yards and a 1st down. Takes it to the Rams' 19-yard line. So now 1st and 10 from the 19 with a minute left to go. RC says, JB, oh wow, you get to cover Caleb and the Bears versus the Texans next Sunday night. So that's the Sunday night matchup next week. Okay. I'm going to call it the Lovie Smith Bowl then. Excellent job there by Jahmyr Gibbs to get the 1st down and got it bounced. But official review. So this plays under review. JJ says he's loving this. AG says the Texans are going to destroy the Bears next week. And again, this play right now currently being reviewed here by the officials. So I'll wait to see the official word that comes from the officials. Texans are going to destroy the Bears next week, AG said. RC said Laporta got his brain scrambled with that helmet to helmet hit. And so, yes, that was, yeah. Braden said he slipped. All right, so a minute left. Call reversed. So this is big here for the Lions. This is big and also big for the Rams. If you're the Rams here, you got 3 timeouts. So if you can hold them to a field goal and save some time, maybe you can make a chance at getting a field goal there, just depending on how much time they take off. I see they added 2 more seconds on the, well, actually, I don't know what they're doing with the play clock right now. I'm sorry, with the game clock. It went from 102 to 52. All right, so 50 seconds remaining here. All right, shotgun here at the 20-yard line of the Rams. Jared Goff and company. Can they find a way to score? Goff throws it over the middle. Incomplete. So Brown slipped on that one, ended up having to swat the ball to ensure that the defender does not get that one. Kenneth says, who won the game? Kenneth, the game is still going on right now with about 38 seconds left to go in this one. If he doesn't swat that ball, the defender probably makes that interception. All right, 2nd and 10. Goff throws it short. It's completed to Williams. He gets tackled after picking up 5 yards here. 31 seconds. 28 seconds. 25 seconds. All right, so 23 seconds. They call a timeout with about 23 seconds right now left in this quarter here. So this is big. With it being 3rd down coming up here, obviously, if they can find a way to get to the end zone, they want to win it here. But if not, they still have 1 timeout, and they can kick the field goal to take it to overtime if they need to. JJ says, that would blow the other guy you're playing against out the water. And so, oh man, JJ he's on his vengeance this year. And so, hanging with Cheesehead, what's good with you? He said, let's get some OT, and not just any OT, some JB/OT. If you want OT, put JB/OT in the chat. All right, Lions, break the huddle here. So let's see on 3rd and 5, can Jared Goff orchestrate a 1st down, a touchdown, or will they have to settle for a field goal? Laporta goes in motion. Goff looking. Goff still looking. Moving. Throws it. Incomplete, too low. There was nothing Gibbs could do with that one. So 20 seconds remaining. So bring out the field goal unit. Bring him out. Bring him out. Well, how are you doing, Cheesehead? He says he needs more from both Kupp and Gibbs. Well, there's a good chance this one's going to head to overtime if this kicker converts. Jake Bates, 32-yard field goal. Snap is good. The hold is good. And the kick right down the middle, it is good. So we are all tied up 20-20 here in the 4th quarter with about 17 seconds left to go. Wow. Let's see. Engen says he's losing 111 to 145 with Purdy remaining for, oh man, so Purdy still got to go as well. Oh man. Let's see. Samuel says you got to get ready for bed sometime soon there. And so I understand that. You got to be up early, that 5 a.m. trip. So absolutely appreciate you for coming through, Samuel. Absolutely. Engen says OT. Kenneth says Battle of the Birds next Monday night, NFL stream Eagles and Falcons. And we're all tied up here, 17 seconds. Now the Rams, they do have all 3 timeouts. And so perhaps if they return the kick and the returner gives them a good starting point, perhaps they can try to get a field goal before then. But most likely, this one's going to be heading to OT. Brayden says, here we go. Or maybe I should did my Mario voice when I said that, which I will not do. All right, kickoff on the way. No return. All right, so it's 17 seconds left and 3 timeouts. You would have to hit something deep. Even if it's over the middle of the field, you can call it a timeout. So something deep to give yourself a chance before OT. Let's see. JJ says JB/OT. Lewis says, he want that OT. He want that OT. RC says you're very afraid of Goff could toss an interception and throw it away tonight. Meanwhile, Stafford trying to go deep. Oh, he almost threw a pick. Oh, my goodness. And as for Mr. Davis there, believe he's hurt. 11 seconds remaining. And man, did he try his best to make that play. But yeah, Davis got hurt. Let's see. Braden says, JBOT, here we come. And so there it is. On a Sunday night, first Sunday night football game of the year. Now, Detroit's got no timeouts remaining. But again, just 11 seconds on the clock. AG says OT. All right, let's see. And again, injured player walking off on his own. Always a great sign there. 11 seconds left of regulation. Let's see. RC. He's not going to give Riley Leonard a break here. All right, so you say you need less from Gibbs because you're going against him, but more from Kupp. Meanwhile, I should be good with Sam Laporta. I should be good because I'm going against him. He's the last player from my matchup in this one league, so I have enough cushion to where I'm definitely good. All right, but 2nd and 10 from their own 30-yard line. Can Stafford find a way to pull off a big play and prevent OT? Stafford feeling the rush. Stafford brought down for the sack, and that's Hutchinson coming in for the big-time sack for the Detroit Lions. How about that? How about that? So that's the end of the regulation. So we will indeed get some OT, guys. We will get some OT. All right, let's see. AG says 13 viewers, nice. And so, yes, absolutely. And we're about to go to overtime. The best part is ahead to see who's going to separate and win this one. 4 quarters was not enough for these two teams. So let's see how things transpire in OT. And again, let's see. Samuel says football. You say, I think Puka going down helped out a lot. And so, oh, yeah, absolutely. 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 More targets there for Cooper Kupp. For sure. All right. I know I'm really behind here. All right. So let's see who's going to get the ball first. And remember that each team will have the opportunity to possess the football unless the team that gets the football first just outright scores a touchdown or the defense gets a touchdown or a safety. And it's 1 10-minute period. Ooh, let's see. That's a good question. AG says this is the first overtime of the NFL season this year. I want to say it is. Somebody correct us if we're wrong, but I want to say that is the first overtime. I want to say it. It would have to be. It would have to be because I know Miami beat Jacksonville in regulation. And I don't recall anybody else being in a position. So, yeah, it's the first one of the season. All right, so we're just waiting to get back here from the commercial and get this overtime started. And again, JB will be back again for Monday Night Football between the Jets and the 49ers. So make sure you have that notification bell turned on. I will go ahead and set up the rest of my schedule later on. But JB's basically streaming 6 days a week. 6 days a week, twice on Saturdays. So 7 days, 7 streams. Only time I take off is really Tuesday. So we are here in overtime. Jameson Williams has had a good game for Detroit. 5 catches, 121 yards, and a touchdown. Cooper Kupp has had a game as well. 14 catches, 110 yards, and a touchdown. So those two receivers have stood out. How have the quarterbacks fared so far in this one? Matthew Stafford, 34 of 49 for 317 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Jared Goff, 17 of 27 for 207 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Samuel says OT time. AG says he think it is the first one. I believe it is. It has to be. Hanging says, Rams, please. He's begging him, please. So let's see what's going to be in store for us here in this overtime matchup. It's an opportunity for anybody that has players playing in fantasy. You get one more quarter to try to get it right. AG says, don't forget to like the stream, y'all. Absolutely don't forget to like the stream, y'all, to help JB. He's staying up late to give coverage. And so absolutely appreciate that, my guy. Absolutely. And again, we'll be back again on Monday. And I'll do my best to get the stream set up so that way everybody will be able to see the future streams coming up beyond tomorrow and Wednesday. All right, so overtime. Let's see, Samuel says, good, great game, OT. Rams about to kick this off. If the Lions can score a touchdown, they can end it. Otherwise, the Rams will get a shot as well. All right, so here we go. So Golf coming back out here. All right, so Golf up under center. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, 1 back. Laporta goes in motion. It's an end around. Look at him go. Excellent call there. And that was Caleb Raymond who does their kick return. And he picked up 12 yards there on an end around carry. Excellent call. Let's see. RC says, who we taking in OT? JB. And so JB sticking with his pick and stuff like that. My pregame pick that I did, I'm sticking with the Rams because JB needs to be correct here. I know old man took the Lions. I took the Rams. So I need to be correct. From their own 41, gives it to David Montgomery. And David Montgomery, look at him go. Look at him still on his feet. Oh, my goodness. Takes it to the 37-yard line of the Rams. David Montgomery busts one for 21 yards. Man, the benefits of OT. RC says, JB, what a way to end a fantastic weekend of football with some overtime. Yes. Jesus says, boo. Let's see. RC says, JB, how make OTs can you play before it's called a draw? And so basically, when the quarter expires, that's when it's basically a draw. Unless, of course, we're talking playoffs. Montgomery fighting hard here. He is running extremely hard. Because let's not forget, towards that fourth quarter, they used a lot of Gibbs. They like to, use one running back so the other one can be rest up and stuff. And then when he gets in there, he's fresh. So David Montgomery is running really hard right now. He had picked up 9 yards on that play. So now 2nd and 1 from the Rams' 28-yard line. All right, now they got Jahmyr Gibbs in the backfield. Amon-Ra St. Brown goes in motion. Goff dropping back, throws it. It's caught by Gibbs. Gibbs turning on the Jets here, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds at about the 20. Runs into the staff member on the sideline there. He took that full contact like a champ. And you say, Detroit pounding the pigskin like maniacs. Jesus said the Rams won't get a chance if they score a touchdown, right? Correct. If Detroit scores a touchdown, it's over. The only way they get a chance is if they can force them to either kick a field goal or, of course, get a turnover or a stop. All right, golf up under center. Tight end goes in motion. Another running play. And Gibbs picks up 3 yards on the carry. He's got 11 carries for 40 yards in this one. 7:10 to go here in overtime. OT, little JB OT. AG says the Rams are selling. Cheesehead said put Montgomery back in. All right, so 2nd and 7. Well, here in overtime, of course. Rams haven't gotten the football, and they're hoping for a chance, but if Detroit scores a touchdown, they won't get that. It's a running play for Montgomery, and Montgomery, he is going to be a yard shy of that first down marker. He is running extremely hard right now. He's got 15 carries for 82 yards. Cheesehead said he picked the Lions. Let's see. Braden says, well, we're going to be last in the division. Oh, man, Braden, just a tough weekend. You'll bounce back. All right, 3rd and 1. Golf up under center here. Tight end goes in motion. Another run play and easily gets the first down, fighting for it. The offensive line helping him all the way to the 1-yard line. And David Montgomery picks up 8 yards. He is 1 yard away from closing this one out. If Detroit gets 1 yard, they will win it. Wow. RC says Gibbs knocked over a media member. And so you say that's that stuff you don't like. Kenneth says, what's that sound in the stream? What sound are you referring to? Does it sound like wind, I guess? If so, that's probably just my fan in the background. All right, let's see. RC says Rams defense has become cough, silly putty. All right, so 1st and goal. Rams obviously caught a timeout there. The defense exhausted. They are losing the battle here. They have to dig down super deep right now to make this stop. They've got to. Samuel says football game is back week 1 or week 18, 1 through 18. RC says Rams say good night. Is he seeing the future here? All right, so at 1st and goal, again, they just need 1 yard. And David Montgomery has looked so good on this drive. Golf up under center. Montgomery in the backfield. Tight end goes in motion. Snaps it. Gives it to Montgomery. Montgomery's going to get a touchdown with ease. With ease. And that is going to do it. That is game. It is done. It is finalized. The Detroit Lions have won this matchup 26-20. They have beaten the LA Rams. Powered by David Montgomery, 17 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown. How about that? Wow. Wow. Cheesehead said, welcome to the club. RC says, legs are still, a.k.a. Montgomery. And so Lewis is just like, he hates it. He hates it. Braden says, that's game. Good night, JB, and great stream. Yeah, good night to you. Appreciate you coming through here, Braden. Absolutely. Let's see. Kenneth says, wonderful stream. Good night, all my friends. See you on the next stream. And so, yep, that's right. Tomorrow, JB will be live streaming once again tomorrow for the Monday Night Football game. It's going to be the Jets and the 49ers at 8:20 Eastern time. So be sure to come through and check it out with your boy. Let's see. RC says Montgomery put his Jerome Bettis cape out of nowhere. Yes. AG says see y'all tomorrow night. Yes, see y'all tomorrow night. Get some sleep. If you like JB, you got work in the morning and stuff like that. So got to make it do what it do. But man, what a great weekend of football. But we still got Monday Night Football to look forward to. Absolutely. But see you next time, AG. RC says, JB salute and thanks for the weekend of GOAT tier coverage. And so absolutely, you guys make it worth it. Samuel says, I'm out. Bye. Good night. Yeah, good night to you, Samuel. And yes, see you next time on Monday night. And safe travels, Samuel. Safe travels for you. Safe travels for you out there on them streets. Lewis says, college 3-2, NFL 1-1. Oh man, Lewis, we gotta get you some consecutive wins. You might want to consider going back to the unders. You do so much better when you find the unders. Cheese has said, get another league. You're losing 77-94 with Brees Hall and Debo left. And so, oh man, Cheesehead. Oh man, that's tough. But JB understands. One of my teams completely embarrassed me there, but the other two, they did their thing. They did their thing. So absolutely. Of course, Samuel. Kenneth says, who you taking the game tomorrow? I am taking the 49ers. I'm taking the 49ers to win that one tomorrow. So that's who JB's got tomorrow. But yeah, thanks again so much for coming through, everybody. Have a great night and a great start to your week. And hey, we'll be back here same time tomorrow. Same thing. Samuel says, goodbye tonight. That's right. Good night. Goodbye tomorrow and great work. That's right. Absolutely appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, JB's going to need it. There's nothing like a Monday morning knowing you've got the entire week to go. So yeah, it's time for JB to go to sleep basically. But yeah, thank you guys again. Take care. See you guys next time.